Lovely, jubbly, just tricked you there. That's got to be reviewed, especially on the first draft Friday. And it's quite a lot of Oh, hello. A la bon de terre, as they say in Rome, isn't it? And good evening, Simo. But he's here soon, in a way. Yeah, what can I say? Good to see you all. Been a somewhat tough week for one reason and another. Spurs won the other night against Brentford 3-2, if I recall, Simo. I don't remember last Friday. We've chatted since then and done a live since then. That hurts, Simo. I've had a hard enough day. Anyway, yeah, what would come and do this one after the last time we were live was Saturday night, wasn't it? Funny enough, on Simo's stream.
It wasn't.
And then we had a bit of a messy one afterwards, wasn't it? And I got up in the mornings, kind of, and I didn't feel good. And one thing I taught SJ was, don't drink in the morning. That's not the way to go. And then I fancied a quick Cointreau, and then I got a bit lively and did them shorts that some people told me to delete, but I said I'll keep the channel real, and that was the real me. Bit of a dick. Evening, Mickey. Good to see you, fella.
Hey, Mickey.
So yeah, I kept them shorts. They got a bit silly. Evening, Jack. And then there was a few more things after that that didn't get uploaded. Thank God, didn't it? Only just saying how much I love certain musicians, and nothing. Our pension coming through tomorrow. Fair play. I could tell. I could do with mine, mate. I've got a few years yet. But yeah, I had some. Basically, I had a lot of stuff I had to do Monday, didn't I? It was really important this week, but I kind of messed up and had to be sick on Monday. Hence why I got rid of the tequila, because I was kind of I was laughing watching them back, Jack. I've got one. I don't know if I deleted. There's another two that was just a bit silly, but yeah, it's it's real, isn't it? And one thing I said when I started YouTube right back in the beginning is I'd always keep it real, and that was a real day.
You see the real deal rather than all this edited stuff, which is only the perfect bit.
There's no editing. The only reason one of them didn't go up or two of them didn't go up was because obviously I don't know how I didn't go up. I don't know what happened there. But yeah, I've been here all night. How's your tooth, mate? Better? Or do you mean your tooth's been bad? Or you sorted your tooth out now? I think. Yeah, you went to the dentist today. I spoke to Jack on the stream.
I did say good luck.
On my thing, because obviously I'd already scheduled the triple one, and then obviously Blanc came along and come back into my life. You know, I was singing a Joyce Sims song, come into my life to Blanc. So you don't want no half of that, and that's without a drink. Not my tooth been coughing up blood since last night. Oh shit!
You might get yourself to the doctors, mate.
Where is little boy tonight? He's coming soon. Jack, say hello. Yeah, that's definitely a doctor's, mate. I felt like shit, but all I've got is was probably as Michelle says, I'm a wimp and it's just a cold, but it's not. It's real high-powered man flu. But I've been working out in the cold all week. That's another long story, which we'll keep for another day. And like, I'm not used to it, shall we say? And obviously, I went sick Monday. Oh, blimey, he's been to hospital Monday. Yeah, I went sick Monday, and then the rest of the week I've worked all the way through, and it's almost killed me out in that cold.
Hello, Jack the dog. Hope Jack the dog's well.
Yep. Hope Jack's good. Hello, Jack, as in Jack the dog, not Jack, as in hospital Jack. Yeah, that's not good to hear, mate.
Yeah, I hope you get better soon, mate. Or at least they get you on the right track soon.
Oh, I have grafted, Simo. Believe you me. I'm telling you, mate. Every morning, and I at the house on my packed lunch. It's been really weird, isn't it? Out the house before 8 o'clock with my packed lunch, not back till after 4. It's been hard. I come home, almost collapse.
Evening, whoever's just come through Facebook.
We better say.
I haven't tried it
He's
yet.
work sick. I did have a bottle for you last night, but you declined. Yeah, well impressed with the blog. If we've got time tomorrow, we'll do it against the French one. But I'm going to try it now. It's pretty much the same. You know what it tastes like. It's just we'd already put in a keg of semi-72. Still work full time. You young ones wouldn't know it tastes graft if it hit you in the face. Semi wouldn't.
Yeah, it's not bad at all.
I brought the oranges in, but sod the oranges. But yeah, I'm not used to it. It was really weird, wasn't it? Because obviously, I don't know. For the last 20 odd years, I haven't spent a week away from you, have I?
It's been very quiet.
It's been nice and peaceful, really. But yeah, all right, Simo said Jack. All right, Jack said Simo. But yeah, I can't remember what I was saying now. Yeah, no, it's been somewhat difficult. Like, just to say, I'm off obviously next week because
Evening, Chris.
we're away. Evening, Captain. Simo, you have a beer tonight. Evening, guys. Paul, where you in the doghouse?
Oh, he's in the doghouse with me most of the time, mate.
Just a little bit on Sunday. There was a few minor issues here.
Most of the time he is.
You know, yeah, there was a few. What's the word? Educations. Altercations. That's the word.
Well, that would mean something physical.
Yeah, you better put me through the wall. Yeah. Of course, I haven't drank all that blanc yet. I drank one bottle last night. I brought 96, just in case. And I don't know if he's tuned in, but it was great to meet Chris for me, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was so pleased to meet you and that you helped him sort
He
out.
sometimes watches, because obviously at this time he's probably travelling home from work. But yeah, great to meet Chris after knowing him for so long on YouTube and Instagram and that. And a man to my own heart into his German beers.
Definitely.
I brought new phone tonight, iPhone 15 Max. Probably okay. Is it good? I don't know anything about iPhones, fella. God, mine has been great last few days. I think she wants me to go to Bavaria. She'd probably send me to Bavaria. Where's the camera gone? What's wrong with it? Bloody thing. Yeah, I tell you what, it's not even cold today. Could have gone out to the bar and done this, I reckon. It's not cold.
Not quite warm enough for me yet.
Yeah, after working out in the cold all day, you know, in the wind up the top of buildings. It was so tall today, I couldn't look down. I got dizzy. Simo knows he's into the iPhones, I think. Is he?
Yeah. Simo had an iPhone.
That's Simo. Yeah, I'm sure Simo had an iPhone. But yeah, so as I say, we're away on Sunday to Poland to do them war things, aren't we?
We are indeed, yeah. There's interesting stuff coming up.
Back on Thursday, aren't we? Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Yeah, Thursday. Because I said I might even go back to work Friday, didn't I? Wow. Nah, probably not. Simo's busy. But yeah, no, yeah, it's a nice
Never
cheap one, isn't
actually
it?
been to
Never been to Poland,
Poland.
never.
So yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing it. 'Cause it's highly recommended by a lot of people.
Well, what about Tyson Fury? Fight called off. There you go, Mickey. Stephen said, iPhone is good. Don't know that's a Stephen though. You can see on his badge there. You know, you can't trust anything from one of our South Londoners fans. I've been Poland a few times. Yeah, we've never been Poland, have we?
No.
It's one of them that I've always wanted to go, meaning to go in it, but just kind of never ever got there, have we? We've been close before,
Just
haven't we?
didn't get round to it. Yeah.
Sometimes you just
Something
don't.
else come up and
I don't know. You just don't kind of do it. You mean to, don't you?
yeah.
But then you just don't, innit?
Mhm.
But yeah, no. I say, man flew all week after being totally in a bad way Monday after Sunday. Worked the whole week. Feel like dying now, but you know, innit? I've been every country, but I never go to Africa. No way. Fair enough, isn't it?
It is.
Mm. We've been to Morocco, but only for a day, haven't we? It's the
Yeah,
nearest
we
we
did
ever.
day trip from Gibraltar.
Yeah. And I couldn't get no beer, and Michelle got cross. It was really hot, wasn't it? They kept trying to sell us all these silly rugs.
Yeah, I wasn't keen.
If I'm
It's not
honest,
my type place.
it wasn't great, no. Whoever that is, good evening to you, mate.
Yeah, good evening.
I just can't see on Facebook. Hold on, let's see. Been a while. That's not good when it's been a while. Well, I don't know where the streams. I think it's in Perfect Draft Kicked it.
Have a good weekend yourself.
Yeah, but no, definitely have a good one, mate. That's what it's all about. Yeah, and that was Tom earlier. Impressed with the Blanc then. 100%. So where else did this stream go to? Can't even remember. Where's Simo when I need him?
I think it's that one. Looks like that one.
What, Simo?
Oh,
Yeah, it's Pete. Yeah. Evening, Pete. I can see your name now.
No, that was the one above.
Okay. I'm getting confused. Stephen. Evening, mate.
Oh, yeah.
Evening, YouTube. You know, I can't remember. Hassle and rugby. Have a drink and enjoy the weekend. Yeah, you too, mate. I haven't obviously got round to that new Marcus box. I hopefully will, won't I? Toto Africa, good song. And evening, Pete. Yep. Just check your local store, Pete. It's not everywhere yet, but obviously it weren't in none of our locals, hence I had to go a few miles to get it, but it's still worth it. But it'll be rolled out soon anyway, if not. And you still got Pete's doing dry January and February.
I think they're rolling it out in Tesco's, but I think it's also going to Waitrose as well. What I've read.
Selfridges.
Waitrose as well.
Yeah, Selfridges.
Yeah, that's the initial one with the collaboration
So,
with London Fashion Week.
They like that song, don't you?
I do.
Mm.
That jolly little tune you can hear is my washing machine says it's finished.
Not here in Essex yet. Yeah. I say we were lucky through knowing Matey actually from on here and Instagram, as I said earlier.
Yeah, Chris.
And Chris kind of like just went on his computer and said, "Hold on, you've got it there and you've got it there," and there was both quite far, weren't they? But
yeah, not
that far.
Local ones.
No, I was saying it was great to go over there. We did a short video, as a lot of you would have seen the short. 1664. Bought the longer one. It's in my big store in Durham. Yep. I was drunk. It's in my big store in Durham. Yeah. No, there was loads, wasn't there? Where I went.
Yeah, there was. Yeah.
It was, and it's great. You know, I never in a month of Sundays ever thought that it was ever going to come back, and it was like, wow.
From what I can see from the marketing campaign so far, they are really trying to push it as a sophisticated high-end drink. So it seems to be bigger stores and stores in nicer areas that are getting it first.
No, we didn't get it. Did we in Gillingham?
Yeah, why?
One wonders why we didn't get it. It's like our place. But ours is like he said it should have been there because it's big, massive Tesco's what we got here. But unfortunately, we didn't get it. But yeah, it's great to have it back. Yeah, it's exactly the same as the French one, isn't it? Well, it's brewed in France at the
Yeah.
moment. Obviously, the brewing's process is going to change because it's brewed in France and bottled here, but it's soon going to be brewed in Northampton in the end of June or something, isn't it? But obviously, hopefully, Chris will keep us informed of what he finds out, won't he?
Yeah, indeed.
On regards to that, which is handy as well. But you know, everyone's got this thing about British brew, but you know, let's give them a chance first, isn't it?
I think if they're using the same recipe, they're not messing about with the alcohol percentage, then you're going to get a brew that's pretty much the same as what you get elsewhere.
Evening, Mark. Evening, Beeps on a cruise camper at the moment. What's new? What's coming on PD soon?
No idea.
No idea whatsoever, mate. I haven't spoke to them for ages, have I? Anyone from there doesn't take any notice of me if I send them a message about anything. I don't even think
everything's gone quiet since Stargate. Well, even
before that they were quite quiet, but yeah, Stella Gate kind of put it right off, innit? I love my life, said Mickey.
Yeah, it's worth giving it a go, Pete.
Went to my local Tesco near my work, but nothing in there. So tomorrow I've got a massive Tesco's open 24 hours. So I'm going to try there tomorrow.
Yeah, it's worth trying the big one.
Yeah, but then ours didn't have it, but I'll just ring them up, innit? Love my life, my wife, my dog, and my van. That's fair enough, isn't it?
Yeah,
well, it seems the beer isn't on the veterinary certificate list, so beer isn't affected by new import checks, as far as I can gather. That's quite mad. I mean, having Blanc back for me is just a complete bonus. So I'm quite.
It's pretty mad that you've been doing a massive campaign to get it back, haven't you, for well over a year now?
Yeah, but they didn't even email me back. It's like, you know, I'd like to think we had something to do with it, but
follow the what do they call it? Not up with the computer jargon or algorithms or whatever they call them, and see that people are talking about this.
But people were talking about it a lot, and we probably helped to that because loads of us brought it, and more of us started to get into it, talking about it and found it. But I emailed Heineken and Kronenberg and everything, and they didn't even reply. You know. Got a major big Tesco's here in Pitsea, but not in there. Yeah, so it's not officially out yet, is it? But
no. What they were saying in the article that I read was they were rolling it out. They're doing that pop-up bar, and it's all in conjunction with Selfridges and London Fashion Week, and this is the new trendy beer. And then the rollout slowly in the supermarkets to sort of coincide and go forth from there.
Yeah, that would be the general idea. Evening Scott, evening Steve, come through Facebook. Good to see you, Scott. And Scott Nevin, he should be happy with the Blanc, I would like to think. Because obviously, like myself, Scott's quite into the Blanc. UPS have not asked Marcus for it. He says they seems all good. And that's a right touch, isn't it? That might actually be Scott that said that, thinking about it, mightn't it?
Yeah, that's the result, actually.
It's
Pete, we've had this discussion. It's more likely now than it ever was before.
Yeah, because obviously Heineken don't own the rights now. Oh, Mickey, bonjour, fella.
Oh, bye, mate.
Until the next time, good to have you in, mate.
Thanks for joining in.
You know, Simo's going to miss you. But yeah, it's something I've already put to, obviously, Perfect Draft if they ever read what I've wrote. Because obviously it's nothing to do with Heineken now, but then it's nothing that they wouldn't know in a way.
Yeah.
It's Carlsberg owned. So yeah, I mean, I think for Perfect Draft, who are into taking gambles, let's be honest, Heineken have got no balls. We all know that. I think it's a win-win-win. Get it on the keg. Buzzing, mate.
Yeah, well, it wasn't possible.
At least I know it's coming. Oh, Scott, yeah. You see, I got lucky, Scott. I was going to say, because I was saying about earlier, we met matey through here and Instagram that's a Tesco's manager, Chris, and Chris was like typing all away on the computer. It was mad that it was actually the one that he went in, so I went over and met him yesterday and brought, almost 100 bottles just to give us a little start, isn't it?
Yeah,
But
definitely.
it won't be long, mate. You know, I know Captain got it up in Barrow. I know it's a little bit down from you, but it's not that far. I've seen someone in Scotland in Perfect Draft Keg Tips has had it, haven't they? It's just scattered
Yeah,
around random places,
yeah,
it
it does
seems, at
seem
the
a little
moment.
bit random, doesn't it?
But it's coming, mate, and it is exactly the same, isn't it?
Mm.
Mm. It's absolutely brilliant news, you know. Yeah, in June, or the end of June, it appears it's going to be brewed here. I get that. It was 2.5 hours. I was tempted, just not got the time just now. Scott, I would have. I'd have had to go
Yeah,
two and a
you
half
would
hours
have.
last night.
You would have. Blanco.
Blanca, I've seen your video, mate. I would have done that, you know. Too nice one. Now, Mark, come on. No Blanc in Preston. Well, Preston's a big place as well. It just seems that they've rolled it in random. I don't get why.
I don't know why.
It makes no sense. I would have just put it everywhere, but I don't know. We couldn't work it out, could we?
Yeah, but unless you can actually see their marketing and revenue statistics and things, the data sheets that they're getting through, it might be something to do with their original Carlsberg, their original Kronenberg sales. It really, it could be lots of different things.
No, Lewis, definitely not, mate. I've just been talking about this because obviously Lewis is near to us. I had to get it from Seven Oaks. That's where I drove to.
That was the closest
yesterday.
place.
It was the closest place to get it, unfortunately, at the moment. We will get there. It's just,
yeah.
I honestly don't know when.
Chris Russ is a really useful contact because he's a store manager over there and he's obviously in the know. So he's letting us know when things change, which is good. So anything we know, we'll pass on.
It's great. It's great. It's just great to have it back and available here. It's after I just carted loads over.
Yeah.
Because me and SJ drank so much of it at the weekend, we didn't have that many left. And then this becoming available Monday, I was like, wow, it's like the Lord watches me and thinks I've got to help him.
Yeah.
Isn't it? But, you know, will it change when it's UK brewed? I don't think so.
To help you try it. And you did try, Gary, in that case.
Yeah, I did, yeah. But I couldn't lift it properly. Well, I had to lift it, obviously, onto things, but it nearly killed me doing it.
Yeah, I know.
But yeah, no, it's great. Good to see you, Captain, mate.
Hiya, mate.
Yeah, 4 bottles is a good idea, just in case you don't like it. You know, we're not all going to say, oh.
Well, not everyone's a big drinker either.
Look,
Sometimes people just want a little bit.
If you haven't tried it, 4 bottles is perfect.
Yeah.
Rather than a 12-pack. For us, I kind of knew, innit? But yeah. Jimmy, good to see you, mate. And good to see you as well, fella.
Hiya, mate.
Hope you're doing all right, mate. But yeah, always good descending it. So we're well up, mate. Yeah, of course, yeah, you're a standard 1664 man, isn't you, Jimmy? I forget that. That was my drink, mate, back in the day, you know. I absolutely loved that. Oh, God. I'm a big drinker. I never tried it. If I like it, I'll buy it more. Is it around for long? Yeah, from what we know, mate, this is permanent now, fella.
I mean, the only way I can see it getting phased out is if it doesn't sell well. And there's such a hype around this drink at the moment. I can't see it flopping. So, no, I'd imagine it's going to be around for a while.
But people have to remember, it's not like your German wheat beers, is it? It really goes the citrus way, rather than the banana way. It's the real zestiness, you know. And they've even wrote that on the things. Never ever seen that because they've changed the English one to actually saying the citrus thing, isn't it? Which I get. But yeah, as far as we know, it's permanent unless we know anything different. Well done. Is it me or most of the big supermarkets don't have a great selection of beer in multi-packs? I normally shop in Sainsbury's. It took me ages getting any Thatcher's, but I didn't even know there was a Thatcher's blackcurrant. Yeah, could be a good idea, though, wouldn't it?
I'd imagine it'd be quite popular. A lot of people like those kind of fruity ciders, don't they?
Yeah. Where are we? We should drink. Yeah, I was just be a huge 1664 fan back in the day, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was a staple back in the day.
They are the sponsors. Yep, you're right there, mate. You know, R&D evening, Ali. Good to see you, mate. Mate, that's it. Yep. No, it's in certain Tesco's at the moment, and because we met someone through here and Instagram that was a store manager, I got him on his computer. Well, he got on his computer for me, wasn't it? When I
Yeah,
asked.
from what I read, it was a collaboration sponsored by Selfridges, a collaboration to do with London Fashion Week, to promote
which
it
is
as
what
a trendy beer to the
our
fashion
main man
market.
is saying.
And yeah, slowly being rolled out in supermarkets, but it does seem it's quite sporadic, isn't it? Just
Yeah.
here and there.
And he's going to come on alive one day.
Oh, that'd be great.
Our man here,
Yeah.
Marwood's going to come on alive one day. It's a better Hogarth, in my opinion. Oh, it's a tough one.
Yeah, it's a little bit more citrusy than Hogarden, and it doesn't have as much coriander backbone to it, I find.
I think it's lighter than Hogarth. I think it's more of a summer buzz. I mean, for me, I'm a huge Hogarth fan as well, and I'd have to say, especially on keg, Hogarth.
Yeah, but sometimes people don't really enjoy the Hogarth because of quite predominant coriander taste.
It's one of them beers.
This
yeah,
doesn't have that.
That's a good point. What Scott? That is Scott, isn't it? Hold on, let me check. Yeah, I knew it was. I can tell you, see, without even looking at the phone. No, but he's saying he gave a few mates and family one, and they all liked it. And it is one that you might like, even if you're not into wheat beers, which makes sense as well.
Yeah, I think the only time that you're really going to have problems with this is if you don't get along with that citrusy kind of style to drink, because this has got quite a citrusy buzz to it.
Yeah, no, definitely so, isn't it? It's in all of my Tesco's around me. Yeah, I'm Cornwall, Plymouth, everywhere. See, and we haven't got one.
That doesn't surprise me.
Well, I only had to do it's about an hour's drive each way. But for me, I was going no matter what. As soon as he said it was there, that was coming, mate. That was Jack saying hello to Ali and Ali saying hello to Jack, which is always good. But yeah, it's just great to have it back. It's not going to appeal to everyone, but I think personally, obviously you can see I've done videos over a year ago, even a year and a half ago, of Blanc, and I was so excited just to even get a bottle that Ross, who's moved to the States now, in the keg exchange, sent me a bottle when he had 4 bottles, and he said, "I'm not going to do this to anyone normally, but I'm going to send you one." And I tried it, and I thought, I fucking love you.
I've got to find out where I can get this.
And it just went from there, didn't it?
Yeah.
And it was like the love just came back, and then we started to realise that we could go to France and pick it up. But yeah, I think when it comes near, it's going to be British brewed. Maybe you'll stock up a load more, just in case. But you're already getting what's the date on this? I said November. It was November or December. Well, it's about 11 months on these, which is like absolutely mad, isn't it? So yeah, and it's brilliant. It's absolutely brilliant to have it. Bloody camera's doing them funny ones again. It's absolutely brilliant for us, isn't it, to have it back? You know, it's just I ain't got to go over to Calais now, so it's a bit, isn't it?
Got no excuse for a French trip.
No.
Just as I was getting into visiting France.
Bollocks to that. I've only got to go to Tesco's. Then again, I actually worked out with the time I stopped there and the time it took me to get back and all the traffic. And from this house, I could have actually got to France almost if I'd have planned it right, innit? Was about to do an article from Mark. I was supposed to do something. I thought it was like £30 for shipping. Is that how much you guys spent? I guess it'd be a lot. It's come from Germany. Yeah, it is about 30 something euros, Ali. That's just the standard thing. He pays.
Yeah, he's not ripping you off on that. That's the lowest.
If you work it out, it still works out. It still works out good. Ali, it still works out cheaper. Yeah, as Jack's saying to you there, mate. But yeah. Because you don't see the price, and when you're not used to it, you get hit with that shit, and you think, Jesus Christ!
It's unfortunately how it is. That's
out of Marcus's power.
He can't do anything about that.
Marcus got me on the thing because I wrote on Facebook, I put, "Who needs Munich and perfect draft? We've got Blanc back," and Marcus put the evil face. I'm like, I didn't mean it. I was just joking. He got me right on that with the evil face. But he knows I'm just joking anyway. It's like, yeah, I think in life we'll need markers. And I meant to do I've got the 2 boxes there from markers. I haven't even opened.
We've been a lot going on.
I've been
Look forward to getting into those.
I've been cream cracking people when I'm out the house before 8 o'clock in the morning, coming back at 4 o'clock, collapsing because I'm not stopped all day, have I? You know, she's not been very, 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 very lenient with me. And loads of beers you cannot get yet. Yeah, obviously, Jack, which is another bonus, isn't it?
The variety is amazing.
Well, beers and markers is always expanding the stock and stuff's running out, stuff's changing, and there's this and that. Because you know, he put me in Mullabrow. Aha! I'm from Thailand. Blimey. Yeah. He's there, isn't he? He's supposed to be polite anyway.
Yeah. Must be having fun.
He must be drunk. The Welshman's drunk already.
Where is he? In Thailand?
Yeah.
God, blimey, Gareth. What time is it there? I'm just thinking about
that. And how
that.
are you, Simone? You all right, mate?
Yeah, I've still got a fucking cough that I can't shift, but other than that, it's like a chesty.
6:30 a.m. It's off his head, isn't he?
Yeah.
Where is your Bangkok? You say that. We used to go out there late, isn't it?
Yeah, you do.
Oh, 2. Fucking hell.
Evening all. Looking forward to trying the Blanc, said Julia. Evening, Julia. Good to see you, mate. Yeah, the Blanc has
it's a good
absolutely delivered. And talking to Marcus is or was in watching.
Oh, lovely.
And so's Nigel. Evening, Nigel. I've got 2 phones, you see, with a Facebook.
Yeah, so we can see who's who. Are you, Nigel?
So I try and keep up. But I say it's been a very tough week. Yeah, that's what I told you about Gareth earlier. About the Hogarth, 660 mil for £1. You'll have some of that.
That's a good deal.
That's not bad, is it?
Yeah, and a 660 mil bottle in 30 degrees. I could do with that over in Vietnam, isn't it?
Yeah, Hogarth's not so heavy.
I don't think we've seen
the warmer climate.
A mate of mine's in Bangkok, and he said that the main thing that they seem to be selling is tiger beer. He said it's fucking everywhere. He said
tigers everywhere in Asia. I don't really like it.
Bloody tiger is a head do, mate. Oh. And they love it though.
Thailand.
They love it.
Anyway,
it's one of them who've just wet it.
Wheat beer. Try that.
And Gareth knows. Possibly London location today, full building site. Should be looking good. Yep, one would hope so.
Was he not Britain? One of them was cancelled, wasn't it?
Oh yeah, that was the other one, wasn't it? The Great British Beer Festival.
Oh, was it? Oh, fucking
out of date 2 weeks.
They need to have more up north. More of these big beer festivals need to be up north because London's just fucking ridiculous.
Chaos, unless you live nearby.
I think the venues are massively expensive for them to hire and things as well. So it's inaccessible for the people wanting to showcase their beers and expensive for people who want to visit.
It's like I was looking at
we know the prices.
Manchester Craft Beer Festival. But it's like 60 quid to get in. It's like, I could have a good night out. I could actually go on a night out for 60 quid.
Hold on. Gareth said, right, bar closing here. Off to the next bar. Told them I'm back to empty the fridge tomorrow.
Speaking of Blade, they just want all the price.
Have a good one, mate. Don't get too drunk. Don't do your hand in or anything. Be careful. Oh, you ain't not been on that motorbike tonight? Oh, no, actually, I'm not even going to ask. Yeah. It's just, that's what his picture on Facebook said. I said he'd struggle riding the push bike. Cheers, lads, for the info. Wasn't forward, just took me by surprise the amount. But it makes sense how far it has to travel. Yeah, these are big, heavy box, obviously, isn't it?
It's, to do with Brexit as well. That's making things extra complicated and expensive.
But yeah, I mean, Simo knows Marcus. Marcus always on the bike now.
Just don't want to know.
I don't want to know, Gareth. I don't want to know, mate. I have to order another box of beer as Marcus just getting me 2 steins. So I can't take more. Can you actually fit any more beer in, Jack? I don't think you can.
I've got beers. Oh, so the fridge is full. There's fucking just beer that looks everywhere, so I need to stop.
Bonjour, Gareth. Yeah, I know. So did I. And then Blanc gets released. I've got 2 boxes from Marcus. I haven't even drank the last box, have I? And it's like, oh, there's such a mess out there. But
most people go out and buy like 2 boxes, not like 10. Yeah.
Just in case. Remember, I got this one and another one that's normally here.
Oh, you know I won't get a look in with those. You know it.
You cleaned half the other stuff out in the fridge. I know that much. The fridge took a caning, mate.
14 cream.
Jesus Christ.
Good man.
Good again. Look how many perfect draft cakes we got.
Yeah.
There's another 3 down there that I forgot about when I did the last count.
Yeah.
The Hertong.
Yeah,
the
you haven't
Orchard
even
Cake,
put them
the
away
Royal.
yet.
No. But how's your week been, Simo? As you heard me saying earlier, I've been
all right. I can't shift this fucking cold thing it's doing, man. Like a real chesty cough. I just can't seem to shift it. Other than that, it's been all right. Just very quiet.
I've not been coughing so much. It's the sneezing.
Yeah, a bit of a particular cough, sore throat, sinusy. Not
it's like here, just sat on me to the chest and.
Yeah,
it's that time of year, though, isn't it? There's loads of stuff going around.
You don't need it, do you? You know, when it's like I say, I've got, you know, a high case of man flu. The 1664 in France is stronger in red and white label in a brown bottle.
Yeah, I've seen the red and white label one.
Yeah, no, the red and white label one's the weaker one, isn't it? That's the 4.2 clone. We get the 5.5. The one we got out there is in the green bottle, isn't it? There's all different ones, isn't there? Some of them are hard to get. Evening Paul, and I did say evening Nigel. No, Nigel, I said Jenny. Yeah. But yeah, where's Captain tonight? Having a night with the wife?
They just put him watching rugby, I think. He just put in the group.
Oh,
Six Nations has started, hasn't it? So it'll be
rugby game tonight. No, I didn't even think of that. I just thought, I couldn't do obviously tomorrow night because we're at the airport at about 4 o'clock in the morning Sunday, aren't we?
Be wise.
So
we went to Poland, you know, it's China. Yeah, I thought we were at 4 o'clock.
Yeah, we got on well. Got a cheap flight, didn't I?
We always get
fly Simo at about 6 in the morning.
Flights because that's what's cheap.
Remember, until I added suitcases, it was costing more for the car park for 4 days than the 2 flights return.
I think I'd rather pay an extra 30 quid and go in all the time.
No, it's the and it wouldn't, because if we had the afternoon flight, we'd still have to go miles earlier because of the traffic from here to Luton. So it's a kind of a win-win-win, isn't it? 60-64. Where are we?
It's not about it because we've got Manchester
umbrellas
and Liverpool, so you can get to either of them with an hour. You can be at either airport. So
yeah, no, when we were looking at obviously moving up to that vicinity,
Liverpool's all right, but it's only small. Like it's literally like just tiny.
Yeah, I know, but I want to go there, don't I? Because of the name of the airport.
What shithole? Yeah.
Legend, mate, legend. The man. Oh, you can't see him, can you? You can see him, just can't you? Oh, mate, my nose is starting to go. Talk about my nose. Back to the island. I have to admit today I brought some Brewdog.
What are you doing, dog? A little shit.
I'm not silly, mate. Bargains. Yeah. Oh, mate.
As long as it's something that's drinkable, you're getting a bargain. Go for it.
As long as it
works.
Everyone loves a bargain.
As long as it wasn't Wingman. Fucking hell.
Simo had some bad experiences with them, didn't you?
I would never buy that Wingman again in my life. It was the worst beer I've ever tasted.
You did like that, did you?
Actually tasted like piss.
Oh, you was a fan. Oh, you was quite into it, Simo. Quite a huge fan.
No chance.
Captain liked it.
Yeah, but that's Captain, isn't it? Captain don't know his arse from his elbow, does he?
Oh, that's fine, dog.
He was right into it, though. And, someone had told me it was rubbish. I said, no, Captain said it was good. No.
It was bad.
Yeah, look. And anyone, if you haven't checked out Simo's Wingman video, do check it out because Simo is on.
He was not impressed.
Simo's on fire, shall we say? would be an easy way to put it on that one.
My
I
brother
do
messaged me when that beer were good then, were it? I said, don't even fucking go there. I was like, just
I heard you're a huge fan, mate.
Oh, I thought you were just hamming it up to the camera about how bad it was.
I need to just stop buying Brewdog. They're all crap. I've not had a good Brewdog beer for donkeys, so I don't know why.
Actually,
I must agree with you there. I haven't had a really good
there's a part in the
Brewdog
video
for ages.
where he's actually looking like, I just say, what? You know, before he.
It's not as
goes
bad as
into
that. I
his,
still got to pay £8.50 for that. It was nice. The beer's probably worth about £5 in the cans. The rest of them.
Yeah.
Evening, Johnny. Johnny's in through Facebook.
Are you, Johnny? Yeah.
Yeah,
Fight was
we were talking about it
postponed.
earlier, Jimmy, but having seen how in trend Fury was with that picture, if you check his Instagram that he put up today, just to prove a point, you know, these things happen with a cut. I mean, that's the fittest I've seen Tyson Fury in years and years, isn't it?
I wouldn't go into the ring with a cut like that. That was quite
What
deep.
was, what was he thinking, right? He training in that. Then what you
'Cause he
thinking?
wa-
You know,
He wants to get hit, doesn't he? He wants to get a, you know, it's just one of these things. Oh, God. No, that's what it was. That's low of the whole thing.
right? Let's try and finish this Stella off. Last.
Oh,
This is
someone's
last.
been scanning your Stella.
Yeah, but
It's
you
all
never
right,
really
man. I
go
really
bad
don't
anyway.
either.
No, I'm not a huge Stella fan either, but my philosophy of the Stella was, but what it is, it's all right. Look at a can of it, run away fast. Yeah, but where he got 12 beers for a £5, would I? I probably would, wouldn't I? I'd just palm them off on her.
I was going to say, you've got to love a bargain. Everyone.
We've got all Brewdog glasses, so it's handy if you're doing like.
Hang on.
I appreciate
Until
really
that's lost.
good beer.
2
And
seconds.
I can tell you horrible beer as well, but when it comes to
Oh,
bargain,
shit.
it's like, oh, go on, I'll give it a go.
Stella's good.
Yeah, some of it. Brewdog haven't done us a good term for ages, have they?
No, I haven't had a good. That's what I was saying. I was agreeing with Tim. I haven't had a good one for ages.
Ali's flat out again. I've told Ali to slow down on the beers. You see, these South Londoners. Oh, you done it. You finished it then.
Idiot. Poured. No, I poured it like a prick.
These South Londoners, you see. I mean, look at Stephen. He's all here earlier. It's obvious he's drunk already. Isn't he? Stephen's vanished.
I don't know. You never know.
What's it been, like 18 years since Spurs lost won a real cup?
Not the winning that's taking part in the game. There's nothing else I can say to that, really. Is there?
I just don't. If you're sparring and training in that, right? Then what are you thinking getting hit that hard? Like, out of, you know.
I don't know, these things happen.
But to be fair to Fury, I mean, his eye's been. If it is his eye, it's never been right since he fought that American guy who kept scuffing him with a glove. He fought some. I think he was a Swedish guy that he fought in America, actually. And the guy kept scuffing him with the, like, you know, the end of the glove, and he made a right fucking mess.
What else can I say to that? I think there's nothing else I could say, is there? Yeah, no, I think sometimes areas of the skin can become weak. If it's a deep cut and it really scars, that scar tissue can be quite thick and quite strong. But other times, the stuffing in certain areas can cause the skin to be quite weak and be more susceptible to being cut open.
Can't really see it. That is a scar. I had a birthmark, and then I had that removed, and then at school we used to have like a stone chip wall, and we were fucking around, and I fell into it and smashed my head right open, which was
What else am I?
Yeah, did a
Don't
proper
sound good.
job.
No, I've got it here, haven't I? You can't see it on the camera, can you? But you've got to remember that you can see it, can't you? Look at the dents in my head.
That's just where they remove their arms, isn't it?
They took my brain out and replaced it.
Yeah.
They did a very good job, didn't they? But it was one cool Simo finished that beer.
I drank it under duress, yeah.
See? Now you know what I'd have done.
Yeah, you would.
Yeah, well, that's always £2.
Well, you've done a couple of sinkers lately.
The only ones that I've really, the only beer that I've actually poured down the sink was Hertog Bock. I just couldn't finish it.
Oh, I didn't like that.
It
But
can,
it was
yeah, it
bloody
can be
hard.
really, really heavy. If you're not drinking it in the correct manner, or you're
Yeah.
drinking it when
Well,
you're not
me and the
actually
Welshman,
in the kind of mood to appreciate it, it can be quite heavy.
me and the Welshman, me and Gareth, obviously we got a
Yeah,
bit
you-
stupid. So I
Silly
brought
thing,
6
isn't it?
kegs of that, and we were trying to drink each under on it and doing pints of it. And I got so ill. That's why I did the giveaway
Mm.
Yeah,
on
because
the
you
last
just can't
keg.
face any
I
more
couldn't
of
do it again, mate. I was so sick for days. I've got bottles in there, and I still haven't gone near
I'll
it.
tell you something. A little bottle of it, nice sip. Something rich like that. you
Hang
just
on.
sip
This
it.
dog, I don't know what he's up to, but he's fucking doing anything.
Yeah, that's just why he's had to pop off. Just the blooming dog.
Yeah. Brewdog equals Brewdog, said Jack. More dents in your head than Spurs have trophies for. 61, 62. Yeah, it's quite a lot. But no, yeah, no, this is lenient now on my head, considering what it was. If you see pictures, this is 30 odd years old now, isn't it?
You can't even see it now.
You can see it. I can see it for a
Can't
bloody
see
camera.
it
Of course you can
now.
see it.
How old was it when I first met you?
12 years old.
It was still quite red and quite raised. See, it's really quite flushed with the rest of your skin now. You can't see it.
Yeah. Bollocks all over, isn't I? No hope for me.
Well, that's
You
what
wanna
happens when you go through a car windscreen, mate.
Well, yeah, well, I was lucky
You're
to be
lucky
here.
to be here.
But yeah, Man United finally won a game. Yeah, I know, that's a shame, wasn't it? That was quite a gutter jack, wasn't it, to be honest? Do you want me to refill yours?
Yeah.
Well, you're not drinking it all down. Blimey. You're all right today.
Yeah, I'm fine.
Oh,
Love it, that way. Ain't
Bit,
you
one
moaning
bit.
at me?
Yeah.
I have to apologise. It's not even a dog. It's my sister.
No. That way. Go that way.
I kept letting through a dog take a bollocking. Taking me multivitamins before I forget. The
Yeah,
fucking
they
stuff.
are good.
They're
Jack
horrible.
said,
It's fucking black.
yeah, they're horrible, aren't they, multivitamins? Don't chew them, just swallow them. Simon's back on live tonight. Yeah, it's good to see that Simon's feeling better. Good stuff for that. Simon's back on live tonight.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, that's what I said. It's good to see he's feeling better.
If we're doing dry,
To be fair, Paul, if I was bald, my head would look like the surface of the moon with the amount of times I've been waxed. It isn't dissimilar, to be fair.
Yeah. No, that's good news for Simon. I didn't actually know. I actually spoke to him. Oh, Stephen's just still here. He's not. I thought I'd get him going. Right.
One way to get people commenting.
Yeah. See? But no, that's great news for Simon. Obviously, a lot of you will have seen his update. So he's back on the reviews, which is always a good sign.
Yeah, that's good stuff.
Oh, no.
Don't
Well, he's been doing dry gel, hasn't he?
be somewhere.
Yeah. You know, after a lot of years, he's probably done him the world of good.
You mean you opened the first one?
Yeah, I know,
What have
because
you
I
done
opened
with
it out there, but I'm trying to shoot in here because the dog was not in around, so I'm not in here. So.
Do you want me to go and get one?
But yeah, what was I saying? Yeah, but no, that's absolutely great news for Simon, which really does help things. You know,
No, I don't see anything I can
you've got your main
use.
man back on YouTube, which is absolutely brilliant, isn't it?
Yeah, no, that's good stuff.
And we will be doing a meet up at some point at a beer festival in London, hopefully, I would have thought. This coming year.
You're not doing twisty ones yet.
Yeah, no, you do, Jack. I was trying to do dry January, as you know, but I kind of someone just needed a massive bath. But yeah, no, absolutely good news with Simon.
Oh, dear.
I've had a good week. Yeah. It was a good enough week, wasn't it?
Yeah, there's no way I can get under there.
Quite busy, but yeah. That camera keeps doing its tricks. You have to go like that. It's like you have to move.
It's on really tight. Be careful.
I don't know if they're fine. I've done it. Simo's fault, definitely.
Why is everything's my fault? You're a grown man, take some responsibility.
I don't know. Oh, crazy. My tape ain't what I used to, eh? Oh,
No, that's my job in the relationship, so I have to do that.
Yeah.
what, open the bottles? You didn't open the bottle.
No, take some responsibility.
That's me, Simo, as you know, mate. I mean, look at me today. I'm laid on the set here and I'm half dead. And I thought, I've got to be on tonight. I've got to be there. Evening, George. Good to see you, mate. But yeah, no, ideally we'd have done tomorrow night, wouldn't we? I mean, hopefully Simo will still do some form of live for everyone tomorrow night, but obviously I feel 2 days off. I felt like champion. But yeah, no, it does help, doesn't it? A bit of time off. I get that, innit? We just dry January, Simo fell off, and I just couldn't do it any further.
I never started.
No, he did 2 days.
Exactly, didn't start.
Wow.
Well, no, because you couldn't do it because you're
I couldn't
weak.
do it. Did 9 months 3 times.
Oh,
If anything, you're the weak one because you're the one that advertised it everywhere.
Mm.
You're plastering it and going on about it and everything.
That's Simo, but it got too much for me. And then they were saying to me in that dry January group, "You're someone we can look up to, Paul." And I thought, "Oh my God, you really are stupid." But I felt bad. I don't take responsibility. You know, I was going to do YouTube lives with them, and got a bit much, Simo, didn't it?
I won't mind, but I've still got a rack of alcohol-free beers here.
We got them in the fridge.
Yeah,
we got them at the
loads
back
of
there.
fridge.
I'll do a review at some point. We've still got to do the show through, isn't it?
Yeah, I actually do want to try that. See what it's like.
I think I've got
Staying in tonight. See you guys on my Jack did 48 hours, yeah, which is fair enough. Staying in
Good on
tonight.
you,
See you
Jack.
guys on my entertainment.
Yeah,
And I
we
was at
got
the
that.
alcohol-free one. Yeah, we got
Yeah.
that one as well in the fridge. Yep, we'll be here for a while. George, Paul did the month of January. If January was 5 days,
Interestingly enough, that's 0.4.
is it?
A lot of
Where
them.
did you get that? Here, didn't you?
Are,
We're going there next.
I haven't got a fucking clue.
Could someone let them back out front? It's like a bloody merry-go-round.
What can you do? I thought he'd settle down with us and stay in here. He normally does, doesn't he? He's been lost, dog, Simo. Without his master here, mate. 0.4, the Belgians consider that alcohol-free. Yeah.
Yeah, it is.
Even
You say about his master, but Michelle's still been there.
I reckon it'd be all right like that one because just
You just never know.
no, but I've got a feeling with the Belgians that they wouldn't make. I don't think we've ever had a alcohol-free Belgian beer, so it could be like.
No, I mean, a lot of the time, Corvo, though, they're about 0.5. So 0.4 seems a bit odd.
I've never heard of one 0.4 ever.
It's probably because they're allowing for any any alcohol that is still residual in there,
Hmm.
covering themselves legally, obviously.
Yeah, I get that.
Ingredients are water, barley malt, wheat, hops, spices, hop extract. Spices. Doesn't say what kind of beer it is. Just says.
Right, I'm off, guys, to see the rugby. Might catch you later. Have a good night, guys, and chat. Yep.
Yeah,
Good to see
enjoy
you,
the
Ali.
rugby. Thanks for coming in, Ali.
As always, mate. And bollocks to the Gooners. I'll say no more. I don't need to. On that respect, do I?
Yeah, Stephen, my motto on it is if you've got to do something, you need the extra energy, you want to be a bit sharper, stay after drinking it. I don't like all these campaigns and donate money and all this bloody rubbish.
I'll just put £5 everything tomorrow, Paul.
Yeah, on the 12:30 kickoff. I wouldn't, mate. You might be disappointed.
Well, it's at Everton and they need a win, so.
Not tomorrow, mate. No chance.
You said that about
No.
City.
No. See, Ali said, Jack. Yeah, I said that. I know, mate. I get that. That's cool, mate. Don't you worry about that.
For the City game, you were going on and on and on and on and on.
He's never going to forget that, is he?
Do you expect him to?
If that was me and him, and we'd won, I wouldn't even mention it again.
Yeah.
He's like, so right.
Because it took him 108 shots to score once at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. You know, 1 win out of 6 is very good statistics. But for some reason, we just didn't turn up. It was horrible. It was like
You didn't turn up because you got beat by a good team.
we did. Seriously, yeah. Just get over it and move on, mate. City, shitty, mate. You know. It's
It's not very nice.
Oh, I'm curious. You was going to drink it from the bottle.
I was.
I know.
It's the old me coming out there, isn't it? Oh, here we go. Here we go.
Look at him.
He's got that funny shaped long hair like you, isn't he?
Yeah. My old man calls him Predator, so you can't say like you tight bastard.
I could actually think of a few things to call him, but we won't go there, Simo. Let's not go there. Is he back? He ain't scored for about a year, has he?
He's had a broken foot.
Has he?
Mm.
He's back now, isn't he?
Well, supposedly.
He's back.
Madrid are
He's
trying to
shit,
unsettle him. Madrid are doing what they're doing, going, oh,
isn't he?
we heard he's unhappy. I thought, I can be happy. He's fucking backing goals for fun.
I don't know. When was the last time he scored?
Last time before he was injured.
Oh, a while ago then, wasn't it?
Yes.
Just saying, you know.
He's only been out.
Sorry.
There was a 2-week break, wasn't there? And then there was all the other shite. There's been, I think he's been out for, I want to say about 5 or 6 weeks now. For.
No loss, was he? You're still up there, Simo. So, you know, look, that's the truth. You know, Tottenham in fourth. I'd love the season to end now. We'd take fourth all day long.
I'll tell you what, Stephen, I'm just going on to comments, Stephen's comment here.
No.
It just proves the general public can really be sheep with these kind of things and the power of social media to push out a message or a cause
So what's
a thing.
What's Sober February? What's that? What is it?
No, it was Sober Feb, do they?
I don't know.
No, I think all the hype is around trying to sell things for Valentine's Day. Isn't that the major one in February? Let's buy something for Valentine's.
Yeah, Valentine's Day. Fucking.
I'll take it with you, mate.
For Valentine's
All day long, mate. You can take the title. We'll finish fourth, and then
This February's cost me a fucking fortune. It's our kid's 21st birthday.
No. No, I see, mate. You're only 21 once.
Yeah, that's true, actually. It all goes wrong, man, doesn't it? Terrible.
You've got some tough fixtures coming up, Paul. You've got Everton. You've got
You
Brighton.
chose baby, not me.
On my 21st, I couldn't even celebrate. I was pregnant.
Yeah, I know.
Our
Idiot.
daughter.
I told you not to do it.
It takes two to tango.
Don't remember, mate. Drunk. Notice wasn't much money spent this window. Yeah, it weren't. It was quiet, wasn't it? Hey, look, the main man said he can't be sober. He did dry Jan, didn't he? Oh no, he fell
Did
off as
he?
well, didn't he? No, of course he didn't. And since he stopped doing dry Jan, he's got worse than ever.
16th of March, mate. You've got Fulham at Fulham.
That's an easy win, isn't it? Come on, Fulham. Fulham at Fulham. It's too easy, isn't it?
You've got some tough games for that, though. You've got Brighton, Wolves,
I
Chelsea.
mean, bed right off. Look, there, Simo. What can I say?
You're only about fucking 12. How can you be in bed? You're a young man. Get out of bed, get your ass to the pub.
Stay sober for October. Yeah, Stoptober, isn't it? Fulham side, bro. What do you want to?
It's like dry January and sober October and fucking dry July and stuff. And
I'm doing dry when I'm dead, Simo. Unless it depends.
you've
Where
done
I end
about
up.
4 days this weekend, yeah?
Yeah, I haven't had a beer since Sunday. Well, I had one bottle of Kronenberg just to do that review. Chelsea's supposed to be in trouble for overspending. It will come out soon, hopefully.
I mean, Chelsea spent like 1.5 billion or something they spent. They basically bought like fucking 3 teams, didn't they, Chelsea? They basically bought like.
He'd been blown out again.
The worst part about drinking Guinness, right, is he kept too much of it the next day. You just shit for Britain. You literally just shitting like tar.
I don't know how anyone can drink copious amounts of Guinness. It's too.
I thought he signed for Tottenham, Jack.
No. Come on, you like Guinness?
I do like Guinness, but the next day it ruins you.
I remember you just doing that Guinness in one. You're like,
I like Guinness, but the next day, Paul.
What, a blackcurrant?
Yeah, blackcurrant does.
You barely taste blackcurrant. It's pointless.
It's a really weird one, FFP, because it's like you can earn fucking tons of dosh, but if you spend it, then you get in trouble. It's like, okay. Like, even like other teams, they're all like fucking, like Forest came up, you know. But they spent all the money they got for coming up. And then FFP were like, why'd you do that? That's not allowed. It's like, it's our fucking money. We got it for fucking coming up, you know. We got it for coming into the Premiership, and now you're kicking off saying we can't spend it. It's like.
It's getting tighter. Hi, Kev. Good to see you, mate.
How are you, mate?
When they want, not very often.
I don't want it very much.
Paul.
Oh, no, mate. No, I don't. Every time I cough so much today, every time I cough, I'm trying not to cough. It bloody hurts.
Did they find that guy, by the way, that was fucking knocking around, that did that horrible shit around your end at weekend?
No, I ain't caught him yet.
It's fucking worrying, that, isn't it?
Yeah. What about if he comes in the bar?
I didn't hear about it. What about heads up?
What about if he comes in the bar, mate?
I'll take him out if I come across him.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, though, I'm glad that Justice was that young trans girl. They got done big time, didn't they, today? They got
what did they get?
20 and 22 years minimum. So
but that was calculated, wasn't it?
Yeah, so the girl got 22 years and the guy got 20 years. That's minimum. So go for them fucking rot, bro. It's from Newcastle, isn't it?
Well, yeah. Well, he's not from Newcastle. Obviously, he's an asylum seeker, isn't he? That had already been convicted whilst up in Newcastle for a sex offence. And he's still got asylum in the UK. That's why it's really kicking off, isn't it?
Yeah.
It was actually the title, wasn't it?
Evening, Thomas. I'm here for 27 minutes.
Oh.
Okay. Was it actually the
title? Get involved for them 27 minutes, Thomas.
Yeah.
Good to have you, mate.
Tell Simo how shit City you are.
No, don't.
Oh. No, that's 5
I'll tell you what, Thomas Paul wishes he could last 27 minutes these days. At his age, the fucking hard track material, that. Yeah.
Very good, Timo, very good.
Is there any football on tonight?
Watching.
Or is it just Six Nations?
Evening, Ian. Good to see you, mate.
Hi, Ian.
No.
Yeah, our kids bloody
Yeah, what's
21st, so we've booked I've had to buy her a cake. She wanted a proper cake. So we've got her a cake, a personalised cake. We've got some balloons and shit coming. Then she wants to go out for a meal. Then she wants to go out. So we're going to go out for a meal. Then we're going to go out. That's going to cost me a fucking fortune. And then the next day you're having like a family do. So that'll be...
Oh, you're a good big brother.
You'll enjoy yourself, Simo. You know you will.
Oh, yeah, it'll be a good laugh, but...
And so is she at your expense.
Yeah.
Yeah. Your wallet might cry, but you'll have a laugh.
Also, I don't really want my mum
I
forking
can't do that, mate.
I don't
I'll
want my
leave
mum
that to Simo.
forking out for it all, you know. There's like 67 of us, you know. It becomes... Oh, fuck. Apollo Creed
Simo's
is just...
round.
Ex-NFL player and Rocky Star Weathers, who played Apollo Creed, has died at 76.
Oh, it's a legend.
Sad news, huh?
Oh, I always think of him as because he died in Rocky. Because I've got so many...
I think I've turned it off.
No.
Honestly, right, I thought I deleted the app, and I still got like random fucking breaking news coming through and shit. I was like, I don't have to turn it off. It's fucking depressing. Dirty Leeds playing
brilliant,
Yeah,
Carl Weathers.
That's
Yeah,
one of the
right,
main
mate.
reasons I do it is so that people can choose how they spend their money wisely.
Cool.
Yeah,
I'll
but
send you the money for a can. He'll love it.
You might not. People do.
Michelle will probably actually speak some art.
They're humouring you. They're just being nice. It's part of it, isn't it? Make you feel happy and welcome. Make you feel involved. No, I can honestly tell you, we're not trying that.
I haven't found a Brewdog beer recently. Well, actually, quite a long while. I've been overly impressed.
You didn't mind that Hops in Harmony? I thought that was a bit shit, but you quite liked it.
Diabolical, wasn't it? Yeah, she drank the whole cake.
I didn't mind that at all. A little bit synthetic, maybe, but it was.
Bristol v
good.
Leeds, said Stephen, and Craig taught Rocky everything he knows. He did indeed. That was a legend in the films, wasn't he? And them two were absolutely brilliant, weren't they? We watched them not so long ago. I have to watch them again now. That's what we'll watch tomorrow.
Yeah.
Finished.
God.
There we go.
Hey, you got that.
I've got the Mont Blanc outside. Is that worth sticking in, do you reckon?
That's some beer, mate.
Absolutely loves it.
Oh,
I really liked it as well. But when it came out with Ninkasi, and I really enjoyed the floral notes.
No, that
you know, it's just a sort of spitting out foam.
It's on bulk. So it's gonna. Nah, Montblanc's got much more depth, isn't it?
I was talking to Rob. I bought some beers from that place that Rob recommended. George Shaw the other week. And they arrived today, but so Rob wants to do a some sort of stream or a drink review on them. I was like, well, let me know, because otherwise I'll just drink them all. So let me know which ones.
We know with you the thought's always there, mate, but sometimes the thought's not enough. Because you have a few, then you just spark open the next one.
My issue is that I think because I don't drink in the week, at the weekend I just go a bit fucking crazy.
And then regret it Monday morning. Yeah.
Normally it's Sunday night when I can't fucking sleep because I've been over all day. So I've been sort of snoozing in and out, like, you know, and kind of in and out and kind of snoozing half the day.
Yeah, so then you
Then
go,
I'm like, fuck, because like, I've actually got to get some sleep because I've got to be up at like 8 o'clock. So I've got to be up at 8 o'clock to fucking be able to get my shit together. And you think, oh no. And then you suffer till like Wednesday. Then it gets to Wednesday and you think, do I have a fucking beer or not? And then you think, oh fuck it. And then you like feel shit Thursday and Friday. You think, oh, it's Friday now, so I might as well fucking have a few beers, and then the cycle just starts again. So
Yeah, that's Simo's average week.
I think it's a lot of people's cycle and average week, to be fair.
well, as my old man says, it's your own stupid fault. I said, look,
Yeah, no,
I'll never
that's
forget
exactly
when I used to work in the actual scrapyard. We used to finish on a Friday, and we used to go to the boozer. And the amount of fucking times we never made it home. We're like, we'll go for a tea timer, and we'd stagger through the door about 11 o'clock. Absolutely fucking sideways. It's like, oh.
It happens, mate. It happens. It happens to the best of us, doesn't it? Jane?
Oh, indeed, it does.
Even me, somewhere last Sunday, you know, I don't know what to say, mate. I went totally out of character, totally out of my emotion, totally out of my standard
I like the
behaviour.
fact that what people were more asked about was the fact there were PD kegs behind the fucking fence. They're like, what? There's kegs behind that fence. What are you fucking doing?
They're actually from like Master machine, and they're all empty.
Yeah, it was just we used to chuck them over there. We were going to make a display.
Yeah,
weren't
we were saving them up to do like something
I don't know
with
what we were
them,
going to
like
do with them.
I agree, though. You should
something
definitely.
with them, but yeah, they just kind of sat
You
down.
should have just locked it away somewhere. Give it some.
No, but it was a temptation, mate. And then there was the issue with the vodka that you know about, and it was just been a 1-for-1, and it could have got very silly. So, and then I wouldn't have got there Tuesday because I'd have been proving a point, and it was just like it didn't cost a fortune, you know, and you got them duty free. As I said to people, tequila can be the devil, and we know that, especially here. But sorry, they're gone. I'm trying to get pissed out, and never happens if you go out for a few.
Yeah, it was funny, Steve, Pete, because we used to finish. I finished work, Pete, and we always used to meet up for a tea timer. There'd be about 10 of us would go meet up in the local boozer for about 2 or 3 beers or whatever, and then sort of you know, so you get there about 5, you'd be home for 6:30, 7 o'clock.
If you were
however, no, as everybody knows, I don't know when to stop. As Paul will tell you, when I'm going, it's 5 o'clock, I'm a bit fucked. He's going, for fuck's sake. And I've ended up out till fucking idiot. And then I've woken up on a Saturday and gone, oh my. The worst when you open your eyes and the hangover's not setting yet, and you think, oh fuck.
Oh. And
then you've got to make a decision. It's like, do I now try and kill it and carry on at like 2 o'clock, or do I just fucking just submit to the fact I'm going to be dead for the day?
It does happen though, doesn't it? And you do, didn't you?
Yeah, that's it. So go on Friday, come on Tuesday. Yeah.
Well, stop on the Tuesday. Yeah, it was quite.
Do you know what? I'd say I quite enjoyed this Stella.
Oh, there you go.
It's not one bad.
It's not half bad, is it?
It's not one that I'd buy all the time, but it's not a bad. It's pretty easy to drink.
Thank you.
It's not the greatest thing in the book, but then
I think you'd enjoy it more, Michelle, when you don't try and get gaslit by Paul when he's changing them around. You can't remember when Paul's trying to.
Simo, I've gone through that video on my computer. I've paused it, and you can't see because my back's to the camera.
I just take his word for it. I was quite certain from the
That's why
but
that's why they were winding you up, Paul.
Similar, so is it quite a possibility that I was wrong?
I don't know, Simo. Honestly, we'll never know, mate. And it's gone.
I had to laugh. I was watching Adam made me laugh. He put a thing up saying, there'll be no reviews for a little bit. I'm really unwell and all this lot. I think it was on Friday, on like Tuesday or something. And then on Wednesday night, he was live again drinking. I didn't last very long, did it? He's fucking made a miraculous recovery. He's a good lad. He's a proper nice guy.
Yeah. Yeah, when you get over at the too quick and you just think, yeah, I'm a superhero. Go back on
You think, I feel great. I feel really good. I've done that. You wake up and think, I actually feel great. I thought, this is awesome. And then about 2 o'clock, like you get up at like 10 or something.
Yeah.
And then about 2:30, 3 o'clock, it just fucking hits you like a truck.
Yep. You know it, Jack, and it does. Oh, that's when I normally cop it. I'm all right in the daytime. She don't get up, and she's just.
I am not a morning person.
Yeah, I'm the same guy. That's my biggest flaw. It's like when I went to Manchester with like Baz and Rob and that second time at PDCon, when you lot went back early, I woke up. I know we had to be out by 12, and I set my alarm, and I woke up, and I just fucking run to the bathroom, spewed up, felt like fucking death. Got a shower. I was still wet because I was sweating like beer sweats and that horrible. Just fucking threw my clothes on like wet. Got a taxi, and then the fucking train was delayed for an hour, and I was sat there at the station just like a corpse. I was like, I just need to fucking go home like now. And the taxi driver was trying to chat about me. I was like, look, mate, I was like, with the greatest respect, I feel like shit.
Yeah, I don't want to talk to you, really.
So you didn't have the best of that mornings.
No, and then I got back, and the first thing she said was, "You look like shit." I was like, I feel like it as well.
Yeah, see, Jack, he looked at that video. You can't tell. Yeah, I've seen that about personal discounts.
Oh, fucking hell, what's that perfect draft?
Knows about women. Yeah, I just don't know how true it
well,
is.
so it's all hidden, so no one knows what anyone's getting, so no one gets nothing. That doesn't sound very transparent or fair to me.
I haven't had an email. The
I
amount of
don't know.
cakes I've brought, so
I don't know.
You know what? I won't mind. I spent a fortune with PD, as you know. And when the first lot of discount codes came out, when they originally did, I had to email them and say, I ain't got no personal discount. Like, oh, we're really sorry. I was like, you're not sorry. Oh, you don't give a shit. I was like,
No,
the customer service is just so. They're a massive company, and the customer service is fucking trash.
I don't see it. No, I don't, Thomas.
When
I think they'll keep
when I ordered them beers and they came in 3 separate deliveries.
There's Nightbot.
And the woman that I spoke to was really fucking shitty about it. Like you can just tell like when she's replied in an email, and the way that she sort of messaged me is a bit like, stop fucking moaning about it, basically, sort of tough shit. I was like, oh, just fuck off, bitch. That's what I felt like saying, but I obviously can't say that. I was like, yeah, I was like, I get it, but like, I've ordered fucking 6 kegs and they come in 3 different deliveries. I was like, what's going on? No, well, it's not our fault. I was like, well, it obviously is your fault. I was like, I just don't understand,
They're not.
Luckily, I work from home a lot of the time. If I didn't work from home, if I had to come home early, I'd took the morning off or something.
I don't know what the crack is there with them, innit, now. It's kind of, I don't know, they just don't seem that interested, do they? With anything. It's like, the point is, as I say to everyone in Perfect Draft Keg Tips, if we all depart, there's another load of us. So for them, it's just business now, isn't it? Jack, every time I come on, help us before I get there on my first day, lying on the couch.
It's a bit like,
a bit of shit on that.
I can't remember who it was now. Somebody made a video. The guy I know, and he went, companies are not your friends. He said, these companies, he said, they might be all nice to you. He said, a lot of them, they're not your friends. He said, you are. He said, it's in their best interest to keep you sweet if you're spending money with them. I said, but the people that work there are not your friends. So they probably go home at the end of the day and think, fucking hell, it's. But
there's so many people, they won't even have a clue who you
are. Yeah, it's a very strange.
It's not the closeness with them, like in the groups and everything, and my personal self with them is not like it was like last year and the year before and the year before that. They're all just distant now,
Yeah, because they're not wanting to take crap, but the corporate decisions that they've got no control over, yet they're you know, they're taking
Yeah.
flack
I mean,
for.
I think that both Dan and Joe got a bit harshly treated in a certain beer group, and that kind of that's all them special group deals and
What do you
finding
think?
out info.
Why do you think so many corporate businesses just put out a press release? They don't have anyone there that is actually going into a Facebook group and personally dealing with you.
No.
No, they just put out a press release and that's it. And it's like any other kind of media release. There's no personal touches to it. You're talking about big business. It's all about money. There's no personal touch.
Hey, go Drake. Good to see you. I'm sure Simo's been missing you, mate.
All right, Goldrake. Goldrake, who pretends he's in Malta but he's using a VPN.
Go
He's
Drake's
sat
on
there.
business, mate.
Goldrake watching fucking Game of Thrones.
Well, see it, guys. Like Dan tried, and nothing is good enough. Why should Dan and Joe bother? Yeah, exactly that, Thomas. I agree, mate.
You know what, Thomas? PD.com, right? It was a real good laugh. I mean, you know, everyone that was there obviously was. And Dan got quite a lot of, you know, they did a real good job, to be fair to him, but it just doesn't help the people. It's online, on Facebook groups and stuff, because people have got that anonymity and it's behind the computer.
Yeah.
They think they're fucking Billy Big Bollocks. I bet you that if 90% of them people were put in front of Joe and Dan at PDCon, all these queries and fucking moans and everything, they wouldn't say a fucking peep because.
Well, they might ask them the questions, but they are not going to be so blatantly rude and aggressive in a face-to-face conversation.
Yeah, no,
it's just people forget.
Oh, shit.
It's not a chatbot that they're talking to, or just an actual human being. People forget that.
I'm not being funny. If I was perfect draft, I'd have Jack. No offense to Dan or Joe, but Jack was more like when he came in there before in the group. He's like, "Don't you speak to Dan like that?" You know, he goes above and beyond for this group.
Yeah, but you have to have.
Oh, man flu, Goldrake, man flu, mate. Working hard all week, mate. Shoulders, arms, legs.
You personally cannot take anything to heart at all. You have to have that iron steel down you and just realise.
Well, I live with you, so
it is
it's easy for
nothing
me.
that's personal. You're like a chatbot that people just sound off to.
But yeah, man flu, Goldrake, definitely. Jack saying hello to Goldrake. Jack saying the same. A lot of good people saying that. Unfortunately, keyboard warriors have. Yeah. It's too late now.
A lot of people disassociate themselves.
Oh, Simo's manning up. Man up, Simo. Man up tonight. Nah, it's just a cracker, isn't it? I think you'll be pretty pleased with that.
There's something I want to show you guys, by the way. I don't know if anybody else's PD Pro has this issue. Here we go. You twat.
You see,
every time I take a keg out, I've got like that in the bottom of the fucking PD Pro.
Yeah, I'll get it, mate. You have to clean the bloody bottom all the time. You have to just put a wipe in it every couple of kegs or something.
I wish it was just my fucking PD.
Is it mold or is it ice, Simo?
It's like dusty,
weird
shit.
Yeah, mold. You will get that because
it's rock hard mold because of the.
Because of the coldness, because it's going to freeze it.
It's a cracker. Yeah, Jack. Sometimes you can get a little bit. Wipe it with that scarf, Simo. Yeah, Simo. You've got something right there for the machine. As Pete's just rightly pointed out.
Yeah, Jack, it's not you have to have a public persona where you literally just put on a barrier or whatever to it, because people do not treat you like a human being when they're talking. We have been really, really lucky, and I think that I always am mindful of it when I'm speaking or talking to people online, that you're not always talking to a robot. That is an actual real human being with thoughts and feelings and everything else. It's really easy to disassociate from that when it's done over a keyboard and over a screen.
It can get nasty. I agree with that. But I mean, some people, you know, look at the stuff talking to Simon's had over the time, isn't it? Oh, it's crazy today. I'm texting on my phone today, right?
Mm.
And I said to you earlier, and then people at work are like, "Who are you sending a text to?" I'm like, "Well, you won't know him. It's just this guy on YouTube." What guy on YouTube? It's like, "Oh, it's Real Craft." They're like, "Oh my god, you know Simon?" And it's like, "Oh god." It's like, wow, that's crazy.
If you like drinking beer, you know about Simon.
Okay, but you wouldn't have thought that these two were just like really into YouTube or anything. And it was like, oh my god, you know Simon? And I'm like, yeah, I was just sending a message about something, and they were just like made up. It's like, wow. Simo, I don't want to let you miss this comment before we go any further. A really nice comment.
Wow, that's not very nice, is it, Pete? You've
got a dishcloth there right behind you. I can see it. Which is very well spotted.
I don't own a Tottenham or a Liverpool scarf, unfortunately.
And we know that's your lines on, Simo. We know. No, Simo's the same as us. No,
I don't do any fucking nose candy.
Would make the best.
Can't afford fucking nose candy.
Subjective as well.
Yeah. You know, David, isn't it?
Gold, you
know what it is? Gold, great. It's buzzing.
It's not a fucking wish. Why the fuck? If I was going to do coke, why would I sit at home on YouTube and do coke? What a fucking pointless.
We try our best, don't we, Simo?
Jack, I can honestly say that I was absolutely terrified when I started doing this. I wasn't comfortable talking about anything on camera at all. The whole experience really terrified me for months. And the trolling aspect of it was something that I was aware really happened. And I thought, I'm going to cop it bad. And it's going to really upset me. So I spoke to our youngest son, who really, out of the three of our children, is the one who's most involved with computers, knows about social media and everything. And he said, do not engage. Do not engage.
Thomas, cheers, Jack.
Because people don't see you as a human being on a one-to-one level. It's just don't engage.
Yeah, it's a bit of fun, isn't it? It's like, you know.
I mean, I fucking had also. At one point, I had literally an entire stream of this guy coming in under like 10 different accounts going, "You fat bastard," or "You like KFC," fucking just like all this random fucking, just like, I used to get, for about 3 weeks, I just got trolls and then they just completely disappeared. I guess they just kind of got bored.
I was going to say they get bored if you don't react. It's like people who phone businesses up with the stupid prank calls and things. If you don't react to it, they're going to get bored. They like the ones that react, the ones that give it a bit of drama. People like a reaction. Yeah. They can play it back to other people. They can get a laugh from it. If you're not reacting, what's there to keep them there and entertained? Nothing.
I mean, all the peer reviewers, somebody, etc. You don't take the bait. Thomas is saying,
yeah, totally, Thomas.
Saying Chris and even Jamie.
Hi, Jamie.
But yeah, it's just one of. I don't strike very much. Sometimes, you know me, and I'm reading a YouTube comment and they give me some shit and I'm pissed and I think, fuck it, I want to go somewhere. I sort of like think, and then whenever you try and noise them back up, 9 times out of 10 they don't even strike. Facebook's the best one for me if I want to noise people up when I've had a few. It's like, it's so easy.
It took me because I was really anxious about all of this stuff and I didn't know how I would cope with it. And I know that younger people especially are really
but if you can't
they really have that kind of exposure. So that's why I asked Sean and he gave the best possible advice.
If you can't handle it,
what would you recommend for the Mont Blanc? Because PD say 4 degrees, but that seems a bit cold.
I was drinking that at about 8, if I recall.
I would
start lower than that.
No, I'm sure.
I'd start lower than that.
What, lower than 4? No way.
I would start about 4 or 5.
You just said you'd stop.
Yeah, I was thinking about 6. About
use of 8.
Yeah, 4 seems, or 3, 4 seems a bit. I told you about that when I first got my PD Pro, and I had the Orchard Pig, and I set it to 0 degrees, and I fucking froze the entire keg.
Yeah, I know, but they say zero's not zero. You see, and that could be -1. So that proves your PD's halfway there, mate. 0 is a risky temperature, isn't it?
I said to you, then I said, I literally went the next day for the being no come out. And I took it out and I was shaking it about.
Oh, I remember you going mad about it
I could hear the fucking ice hitting. I thought, yeah, fuck's sake.
on social media. I said, Stephen, you're damn right.
Yeah, it kind of is.
Well, if you
It's absolutely beautiful molting.
Yeah, I forgot about that. Yeah. Blimey, yeah. You haven't missed nothing. As you know, you can still read everything, mate. I posted apart from sharing beer reviews and.
I'll tell you what, though. I'd fucking that's up to you, Pete, doing dry Feb as well, man, because old lot struggle to do fucking dry.
Absolute legend, isn't he? And he set out, he said it. I was with Pete for 5 days. It's absolutely beautiful here tonight.
Oh, here we go. He's somebody who actually knows about football, finally.
Well, Ian, he knows about beer. When it comes to football, I'm afraid to say.
I would definitely say that
Ian has no clue.
Is a beer connoisseur.
Yes, but football,
definitely.
He's absolutely fucking clueless. And I'm sorry, Ian, you're a good friend. I've met you personally, but beer, the man knows his stuff. Football, he has no idea.
Jack, never take it personally.
What about sponsor property? Of course, he fucking knows about football.
On the program.
Pete, did you ever try that Lucky Saint, by the way?
Not this time around, but we did lot before. We've done a review of it. I sent it to you.
Yeah.
Is your name Pete?
Oh, shit. Sorry. No, Pete has. Yeah, I've seen Pete pushing it loads of times. I
picked this up today, by the way. I didn't realise it's 8.4%. I thought it might be about 5%.
What one was that? Sorry, Sam, I missed that.
I picked this up for it's a chocolate fudge brownie stout, but it's 8.4%. I thought it'd be about 5, not fucking.
It might be nice or it might be too sweet.
I've got this that I still need to do. I've still got all of them that I need to review.
Oh, God,
I so want to try that.
None of us. Simo's probably been drinking out in Cheshire. Hold on, Simo.
Cheshire?
No, I've not been to Cheshire before.
Blimey.
No,
it's not.
Yeah, see, there you go, Simo. There's your answer there.
Yeah, I was really impressed with it, Pete. I thought that as far as the alcohol-free stuff on it,
that's what we met at.
Good stuff.
Through London, remember?
Yeah, good stuff.
Il Colo, I think that the Orchard Pig's only about 4.5% or something. 4.3, 4.5, so it's not very.
Yeah, 3.5 is.
So it's pretty weak.
You know it makes sense.
Yeah, you've got to be careful because it will freeze if the alcohol percentage is too low.
But yeah, I tried to explain this to them, and like my mum has got some vodka and stuff and gin. I said, stick them in the freezer rather than asking for ice and everything. Stick them in the freezer. Oh no, I'm not doing that. I said they're not going to fucking freeze at 40% alcohol.
Alcohol has a totally different freezing point.
Yeah, 100%.
Do you actually know what the freezing point is of alcohol?
I haven't got
a high percentage alcohol like that.
Bloody
I've not got Scooby-Doo.
I haven't got an idea. There must be some brainiac out there that knows. But if it's quite a high percentage, it's definitely not.
I bet that Rob would know, but Rob's out. He's out on the piss. He did text me, said he's going out for something.
Look, he's back again. I thought he'd gone to sleep.
He's out on a works night out. He was at work at 5 o'clock this morning, and they were going out at 5:30 tonight.
What El Corvo saying?
Yeah,
that makes sense.
That sounds about right to me as well. I would agree with
Luke's
that.
woke up for a sniff. I've got the Lucky Saint IPA, not bad at all. There you go, Pete. So that's a bit of it. I just had pie and mash and liquor from Morrison's microwave meal.
Get rid of the liquor and replace it with gravy, and you've got yourself winner.
I'm gonna have to go to the pure alcohol is like 115. See, I knew there was someone that would know. So literally, your spirit bottle's quite safe for you.
Definitely in, yeah. We need to sort something
What's
out.
up to that bloody camera?
It's only fucking 20 minutes. It's only half an hour on train for me, so it's a no-brainer. It's a, I can.
Oh, yeah, what's that noise?
I've stopped over many times.
Be careful, Ian. He's an animal. I'll tell you. 2 sessions in a week with Simo was hard, mate. Was hard.
Paul's ready to. He's ready to quit drinking. Yeah. That being said, at PDCon, fucking Paul just disappeared. I won myself a free keg. Paul was too busy schmoozing and trying to be the main man, and he missed out.
I was pouring the beers, Simo.
Well,
Doing
he
the
was
PR
too busy
thing.
schmoozing, mate, and brown nosing.
The ladies, Simo. Remember, think. He just Googled it. Elephant beer used to take some freezing. Oh, Christ, that Carlsberg elephant beer. Christ, that hurt me, that did. I'm in Manchester, 24th of February. Oh, Simo, you can meet up with Luke.
Fucking Man United away. Poor bastard. It's a shithole around there. Proper shithole.
No, I'm a scientist, promise. You can meet up with Luke, Simo. Show him how to drink.
Fuck yeah, I'll be going home in a coma. Yeah.
Simo. What's this one with this bloody thing's doing a weird spell again, isn't it?
No, it looks all right.
Animals are fine. Oh, I want me to refill.
I'm just trying to see if there's any updated. There's nothing updated bar the fact that Tyson Fury fight's been cancelled.
Gotcha.
There's no like updated fucking.
Yeah, no, there's no date because you never know.
I've just seen a picture of the.
From
Seen a
what I
picture of
saw,
the
it looked like
cut
it should
that
have
he's actually sustained. That looks quite painful. Ow.
Yeah, it doesn't look good. Oh. As soon as that back door opens, I'm feeling freezing again.
It's not
It's
particularly
just
warm.
warmed up a fair bit here. Do you think that's why everyone's getting coughs and colds? Because we had that really cold.
I think that everyone's getting coughs and colds because it's not been really, really cold. We've not had a real winter.
Exactly. It went cold and then it's warmed up a little bit. So it's
It's
giving
been
the
really
bacteria
mild, and I think that
a
everything's
bit
just kind of,
time to
it's not been cold enough to kill anything off, so everything's just kind of festered.
yeah.
Because this year, I know normally, I mean, people get bits of sniffles and stuff, but I felt this year I know so many people that have been like really unwell for quite a while.
Oh god. Touch
I
wood.
mean, I've not seen my nan since.
I've had a sniffle. I've had sniffles here and there, but like I say, touch wood, I haven't had anything.
You know, I mean, I've not seen my nan since probably about a month, 4 weeks, like that, because everyone's had something, and I don't want to fucking give her any.
Yeah.
That's it in the swamp.
Okay. Yeah. Out of all of our dogs, I think the Tiger, the Rottweiler, must have been like a husky or something in a previous life because he just doesn't seem to feel the cold like the others. Enjoying.
Ian, I would suggest you do not watch that with the family. If you're gonna watch that, I would suggest you watch it alone. It's not a family. It's not a family movie. It's very fucking disturbed.
You can't have disturbed. It's just weird. It's pushing boundaries. It's trying to get a reaction. And I think some things are too try hard. And for me, that was a little bit too try hard.
It was just weird. I was like,
yeah. For me, it's just like, okay, you're being weird.
I don't need to watch a guy letting somebody's grave wanking himself off. That's just something that's a little bit too fucking just a bit strange.
Yeah. I don't find it
I really-
disturbing. I'm not drawn in by that kind of thing because the controversy will draw people in. People go, "What's that all about? What is that?
Mm.
Why would they depict that in a movie?"
Right. Swivel.
For me, I think weirdness and strangeness is part of human nature. Yeah, I just think they're glorifying it to get
That's
views.
right. There's a missus out. Ian's not stupid.
Fucking Adam's just gone white, of all people. The beer monster. I thought he might have been watching. It's a bit early for him, half. He's normally he normally doesn't appear till about bloody 10 o'clock.
Yeah, it depends on the
Yeah,
kids, doesn't it?
When you've got young kids to sort out, you can't really choose your times.
No, sometimes you've got to.
Right, I'm gonna fucking. But I don't think this Hackerbeck's got much left either now. If I can polish
Thanks
this.
for joining us, Liam. Cheers, mate.
Adios, Ian. Till the next time, mate. Till the next time. Oh, I'm gonna watch Saltburn. Oh, you have to tell me what it's like, mate, without on.
It's weird.
We can
Someone
watch
else
it.
wank over a break. I told you it's weird. I told you that they tried hard to be controversial.
Oh, I thought it might have been your thing, isn't it? Weird. Looks somewhat strange. Oh. Hackerbeck, what a drink though, Simo, wasn't it?
Yeah,
I
but
really
I
like.
don't actually find people
You
watch
slagged it off the fork.
No, I don't like it.
I think it's quite a nice beer, actually.
Yeah, he sees an average German middle of the road beer. That's why none of us had heard of it. Apart from someone like Ian had actually heard of it.
I found it a little bit rough, to be fair.
I've heard enough to know I don't want no,
Do
not me.
you think,
Oh,
Simo, that people are watching things like Saltburn because there has been the hype around it, but
Yeah,
it's also because of the shock factor. People want
definitely.
to be shocked by things.
But Paul, I think with the Hackerbeck, Michelle,
No, he's not
went
going
in
to
with
go
quite
there.
Michelle went in with quite an open mind. I feel like you'd almost made your mind up from what you'd seen and read before you'd actually
No, I
had the
didn't. I
beer.
wanted to like
Because
it.
you were sort of you're a bit iffy before you'd even poured the beer.
No, but I'd had a sample before, hadn't I? Obviously, before the review, and I was sat there and I was swilling it round, and I was like, "Shit, hold on, give it time, wouldn't it?" And I kept saying, "Give it time."
I think what it was with that particular keg was Paul was really hoping and had high expectations of it because where it was from, because of the style of the drink.
It's much
Oh,
lighter than the Stella. It's much lighter than the Stella. It's less
I thought that
carbonated.
would be, yeah,
Obviously, it's
I thought
carbonated.
that could be top 10 material.
When
I
I was
honestly did.
no, Rich. Last I heard, Rich, there was a stout coming out. Well, that was weeks ago.
Yeah, yeah, that's the nick. Actually, I should have said to mate earlier, but most people know that it's the Brew York Stout, which is coming.
As
I don't
and
know
when.
when, as and when.
Yeah, it
No,
was
it probably
supposed to be
draft. It'll
weeks
probably
ago,
be
but-
Easter. Wouldn't it?
When fucking
It's the
PD,
right
it'd be
time.
July. They were like,
Yeah.
guess what, guys? It's summertime. It is a stout. It's like the
Yeah.
Hackerbeck. I feel like if they'd dropped this in April, maybe May time, even when it's a bit warmer, it'd gone down. But when you're dropping it in fucking January, what a strange time
An
to
average Pilsner, and it is an average Pilsner, obviously, in my opinion. But then there's some that have agreed with me. I mean, look at Captain, for argument's sake.
Mahu.
Who knows?
Oh, we're going to bring you something
Who
from
knows his
Spain,
beer?
Mahu. But these are really, really average beers to the region that they come from. So it's kind of putting it out there to people.
Look, we drink
And
crap
there's
in
nothing
England.
really to like or dislike.
I've never seen.
So the
How many
audience
times
is
have we
gonna
been to
be quite
Germany?
wide.
Corvo,
We've
Einstein, Brew York, really hit and miss. I had this Sweet Temptation stouts,
Oh God, yeah.
and I thought they were a bit shit, but I don't know. But it's
Yeah,
interesting.
Brew York.
Rob
They're
was
very
trying their
down.
juice. Rob had their juice Forsyth the other week,
I
and
like
he
to.
really was not a fan at all. Rob was like,
Oh, see, we
Really?
love
I
that.
like juice for
That's one of my
Well,
favourites.
Rob said you can just tell.
Not a recent brew. It was some time ago.
I think that what Rob didn't like was that it was not. They didn't use hops.
Synthetic.
They used rather than using hops, they used juice and additives and stuff to get the flavors. I think that's what Rob dislikes. Well, obviously, Rob. If Rob was to make it or a homebrew, they'd probably use actual hops to get that. Yeah, Mao was all right. I didn't mind the Mao.
Yeah.
I think that's it, Clovo, with the stouts. Lagers and IPAs and stuff are different, but a stout and dark, heavy beers, 10.5 pints or 6 litres. It's a lot of
fucking. I've got around 4 machines, but it's still hard work.
Yeah, Rich, this is exactly my point. I think that they're trying to be international players in a market that is going to suit everyone, because you've got Mahou, which is a much however you pronounce it.
I can't remember now the right one.
I think it's pronounced like Mao.
It was all right.
Anyway,
it was better than Hackerback, for me.
But people know it from Spain. People have been on holiday in Spain.
Yeah.
It is a much loved holiday beer.
And you're bringing your holiday home.
Very average, middle of the road beer, but it is playing on that fact that
Somebody's having a spell.
It's going to appeal to a lot of people, and I think that they tried to pull the same stunt with the Hackback.
I think he's drunk again.
I've just found a button on here that does things like that.
That looks kind of classic. You look like
I
you're
look
from
quite fucking.
now.
Look all right in black and white. Still better when you can see beautiful Harlan's face, though.
Well, no, we couldn't see it. It was faded out.
To be fair, Stephen, I like the fact that they are prepared to take chances.
Yeah,
on things.
and they could take a chance on Kronenberg Blanc. It's up for offer.
I like that fact because they're not scared to dip their toe in the water with different styles or different beers from different places, even though, yes, they're in cahoots with people or they own that particular beer. But it's nice to see the variation.
Yeah, well, look at the blade. How boring you'd be if you had a blade. People,
what was that?
I had to know today, though, that some of the blade kegs are up by 5%.
Yeah. I know. And they're all saying in the blade group, that's okay. If that was PD, everyone would make an uproar.
I said this to Laura. I said, if that was PD, I said there'd be fucking hell on. Yeah. I said, all the groups would be on fire.
I do feel they are victims of their own success
they
in
drop
that way.
kegs off.
The public is always going to do that for you. The further up you rise, the harder they're going to wait for you to fall when you cannot keep producing that same level of productivity. And I think it's a really good
see,
thing for them that they're still going
with the choices. Some of them have been somewhat questionable, Stephen, but for me, last year, when you had Hop Skip Juice, Frankie Keller, and Hertog Grand Pilsner were 3 of the best kegs.
I must admit, last year, especially towards the end of the year, we had a really fucking good choice of.
Yeah. I mean, Stephen, it's not going to be everyone's cup time. Hertog Grand Pilsner to die for, isn't it?
I mean, we had Stay Puffed, right?
Yeah.
We had Hop Skipping Juice. We had Mao. We had the Marzen. We had Frankie Keller. We had Ninkasi.
Well, that was another cracker.
See, for me, Ninkasi was an absolute jam. I loved that. It was such.
We had the Oktoberfest, obviously. Hopped in Harmony, Left Blanche. Then we had
still got 2 kegs left.
We had the Grand Pilsner. We've had Green Mountain. I don't know if that was. We had the Magic Rock Orange.
See, I didn't mind that, but I'm not a stout man.
We had.
I'm not going to pay toe in the water to see what is going to be a crowd pleaser. You're not
Hawkston. We had Ghost Ship, the Bock beer. We had freaking. The Mikella one, the Game of Thrones. Looking through the last 12 to 24 months, we've had.
in your opinion, Simo, could they have done any more to try and get a variety of beers out to
No, I
their
think they've done
audience? I
fantastic.
don't think they could have, to be
All I
fair.
think is that they need to maybe
Oh,
learn
Pete, you're
the
in the
right
treat there, mate.
types of these beers, like
When you come
the
back
dark
up.
beers and stuff. There's no point dropping a fucking stout in, or a bock, or a porter, or whatever, or even the Mars in like the middle of the summer. I just
No,
sometimes a bit iffy.
that Brew York you want now.
I still think though the smartest move they made was dropping Copperberg in
Yes.
June, because
Yes.
that sold
That
like
was-
fucking hotcakes.
was
That
genius.
Copperberg, every single day I see people asking, when's it back? When's it back? People went fucking crazy for that. That fruity cider, people were people driving all over the country to buy kegs of it because
It was
the
crap.
wife likes it, or the girlfriend, or the partner, or their other half, because they don't maybe have two machines, and the guy go and buy something, then he'd be like, the wife will decide it, and it was
But I can join in
just-
now. It made it inclusive for everyone, and I think a brand
Uh,
that makes their product inclusive for everyone is going to succeed.
well,
And I think the Koppenberg was a major hoop for them.
yeah,
I think it was a
huge. One of the-
fantastic,
I think it was the best-selling
choices.
keg.
And who guessed
of
that
last
when
year.
we were given a little bit of a guess if you can, and I guessed this,
Well,
and I was right.
we called it the kitchen beer, so it involved the kitchen workers.
I'm looking at it from a marketing perspective. I'm looking at it.
No, yeah, we
How
knew.
can you be inclusive to everyone? Because you're not going to please everyone.
Yeah, but Koppenberg, that's when we knew everything. Koppenberg was coming. God, that took so long to get that. That took literally 8 months to get on the perfect draft.
Yeah, it was. He's
I don't
right.
know
It was
what
about
happened.
8 months.
But it took about 8 months.
And I think that's why they
I
get
told you, Simo, didn't I? I told you.
Mm.
I told Bazza. And I was like the only two things.
Hey,
I told
have you tried the knockoff of Left Blonde from, I think it's Aldi or Lidl do one? I can't remember what the fuck it's.
Oh, God, yeah.
Wasn't overly impressed, to be fair.
Simo, that's
I think
great.
Aldi or Lidl, I can't remember what they do like.
No, if it's
I
fair
can't
enough,
remember which one it is. I'll tell you what, though, right, people, if you like Moretti, go and pick up the Aldi's Mapelli, it's called. It's
Yeah, we
fucking
had
way
that.
better than beer and Moretti.
But
Beer and
we're
Mapelli.
not ready, aren't we? So
There you go.
Do you know what? I was talking to Laura today. I'm not supposed to for a little bit. She was saying she's gone mad on Moretti recently. She can't get enough of it. I said,
yeah, she's had a bang on the head.
what's your though? She's got a blade. I guess she like anything like on the blade of PD. The beer tastes way better. I said, I don't know what it tastes like, but I bet it tastes better than it does on a fucking out of a can.
Well, I'm not going down that road with it, mate. We struggled with that keg and Moretti, didn't we, last time? Oh,
See, I like Moretti. I must admit, if it's on tap, I'll happily drink Moretti. But you are, PJ, so you got to admit, you are a proper beer snob. You say you're not, but you are. You are so snobby. Whereas Michelle will try anything, and Paul's like, that looks like it might have some flavour to it. I'm not drinking that. Yeah.
Yeah.
I was a huge Moretti fan years ago, wasn't I?
When the options were few and far
I used to
between.
see Moretti in a bar and I'd be like, oh, look, they got my Italian stallion.
It was better than the other offerings, which were probably Foster's and Carlsberg or something.
It was good at the time, but come on now.
I think that's why I quite like Guinness, because when I used to go out and about, like in the village and stuff, it was like Foster's, Carling, Carlsberg, Guinness, and like Amstel or Heineken or something if you were lucky.
Yeah, well, I was trying to educate someone at a rugby club today, somewhere, but the old fellow was set in his ways and he was worse than the one yesterday.
I remember, do you know what? There's a guy that is passed away now, sadly. The old boy that used to be in the pub, and he was like the pool shark. And he used to swear by Foster's. But there's one pub in the village that he wouldn't drink in because he said that they don't keep it right. He said the Foster's taste like fucking bitter. He said, I'll say, and he loved his Fosters. Said, mate, said, if you think your Fosters taste bad near, then I said, it must be fucking terrible because
It must be the worst of the worst.
yeah, it must be fucking dreadful because you'll drink out. He's like,
Yeah, that's the big worry, Pete. As you know, I mean, you're quite prominent in the beer groups like me, and that's all they keep going on about. If they're going to change it, if that bottle that I tried, Audi or whatever, is anything to go by, if they kill Left Blonde and they do change it to that, it's nothing like the keg, was it? It was bloody horrible.
All I can say is when they mess about with the recipe, which is what they do to lower the ABV, they are taking
That's a bad move.
They're taking the backbone out of the drink. They're taking away that certain taste profile that the whole brewing process is about. So therefore, you're going to have a totally different drink to the original recipe.
Yeah, it's a bad move. Full stop. I mean,
I'm
I
not
want to tap
brilliant.
Stella.
I'm not brilliant with the science of things, but I've spoke to enough people who brew beer on a professional level and semi-professional level to know that these things massively affect it.
But then I'll probably take Coke Zero over Coors.
A lot of people shit on Coors, but
yeah, no.
It's not great. It's not bad though. There's definitely.
Well, that used to be our pick if it was a better option.
You would drink Coors because it's a light carbohydrate beer.
I think if you're going to review Coors, it's not going to get a great review. But
no, I actually think Andrew from the Coors. I actually kind of like the beer.
This is what you do. You associate with stupid things. Coors for me is a very low carbohydrate beer that is really, really lacking in flavour.
It's quite low in calories, isn't it, Coors, compared to...
Yes, it is, because it's got lower carbohydrates.
But it's still better than Foster's and Carling.
I prefer Carling over Coors.
My old man calls Carling cooking lager, because you get a nice cookie. You can drink about 20 pints.
I'm trying to pick one out of a trio of a bad guys, so I'd probably go for Carling over Coors or Foster's.
Oh, yeah, that's fair enough, isn't it? You know,
Paul, have you had Banks's Amber Bitter? It's only about 3%, but it's not a bad.
Yeah, remember Dave?
Yeah, Dave loved Banks's.
I've had some Banks's, mate. Yeah, I've suffered some of them.
God knows. I don't mind. I know Bozza sent me one, and I actually didn't mind it. Bozza said, "You know what?" I said, "To be fair," he said, "I don't mind it either." For
no idea.
I always think that I really dislike bitters, and then sometimes I try them. I'm like, oh yeah.
Go for a week. I'll be back in a second.
Okay, taste it.
I'm about to whack myself 2 seconds.
It's the main man, a fellow reviewer, our friend from Australia. Always good to see you. Foster's was shit at 4, even worse. Now it's at 3.7. Blame this fella here, mate.
That is nothing to do with the
Come from Australia. No, I tell you the only good Foster's, and funny enough, we were talking about this today. Well, I was talking to the old fella because he wouldn't listen to it. You know? He's very set in his ways with his bar, and I was trying to give him some hints from a connoisseur, or someone who knows his beer. And that. But if you remember back to Foster's Export, you know, like Foster's Gold, when it was a 5%.
Is that Carling Premier?
No, nothing like Carling Premier. This was like Foster's, but souped up. Nothing. Carling Premier is so different to
what
Carling.
I'm saying is Carling Premier is better. So you're saying those versions are better than standard.
Yeah, Foster's Gold.
That's what I was
Export.
trying to establish.
You probably wouldn't remember. You wouldn't
I don't remember them. No.
You know, at that point. You must remember Foster's Export.
I know Foster's Export, but I was so disillusioned with the original one. I didn't the Export.
Like Carlsberg Export was okay, but Carlsberg was really bad. Yeah.
I'm not keen on Carlsberg at all. There's something in Carlsberg that I just really don't.
I'm not a huge fan of any of them, to be honest. But the Export wasn't a bad. It's like when you had Holston and Holston Export back in the day. Do you remember Holston Export? Well, that used to be around. That was a cracker, and they just vanished.
I think we've been nanny-stated for a long while, whereas the government has
made it harder
and harder to get decent beer.
Yes,
we are not going to become a nation that enjoys beer.
Lowering John Smith.
you visit somewhere like Lyon, France, and the lowest ABV you'll get in a pub, if you try hard to look for it, is 5%. Everything is a banging 6%
She was
or
very
up
happy.
and up and
Yeah.
up. The beers are bloody banging. There was
Yeah.
no problems there.
No fighting, no issues. And the pubs were rammed.
They're just trying to stranglehold the market without looking at what the real problem is. And I think it's probably social issues and employment issues, lots of things that involve alcohol
But that's fine.
that aren't actually to do with the alcohol percentage
Well,
of
no,
the
but
beer.
they think it, and there is a lot of people get pissed and cause
It's
hassle in England more
massively
than any other
bigger
country.
than that.
But getting Kronenberg Blanc back at 5%, providing it stays at 5%. Remember, this is going to be brewed in England.
They've
in June.
rebranded as 1664. They want to shake off that Kronenberg image. That is a strong beer for people to drink and get drunk. Now it's trendy and fashion.
Oh, evening, Jenna. She can't find the Blanc either. Look, in any of my Tesco's. There's customer service, isn't it? You can ring.
I could not find a number for it.
Some people have in a beer group,
and
they tell you nearest.
Jenna, we can't get around here.
We had to go
3 quite big Tesco's within about 20 minutes.
We got one right.
And I mean, like, I'm talking like big fucking Tesco's, and I went to all 3 of them.
Yeah, that's a huge one.
And they looked at me like I had 3 heads, and I was like, "Hey, do you have Kronenberg Blanc?" They were like, "Kronenberg." I was like, no. I was like, they still like, no idea. Nope. I was like, don't bother. I was like,
yeah, no, I got stuck in
because that night the captain posted it. I went out, so it's about fucking 10 o'clock at night, and I'm reaching around Tesco's looking for fucking Blanc at 10 o'clock at night.
I thought when captain saw the post I saw, and when someone posted a box of Blanc, I just dismissed the post and thought, oh, he's got lucky. Some independent store up north has got Blanc. I took no notice of the post whatsoever.
I was talking to Packer Wacker, and he was saying that he's been a few places around here, they don't have it. He said, but yeah, a little bit further afield they do, so it'll be coming here sooner or later. But it's mad because, say where I live, there's quite a few little Tesco's, but they're within about half an hour, 20 minutes, there are 3 fucking huge Tesco's, like, you know, the ones that are like massive.
And you'd expect it there more than you
do. Exactly. You know, so I went to the one that I kind of knew.
Mildly good. You need to have someone who's got access to the proper computer thing on customer services, because then they can pinpoint exactly what stores they're in. Now, Chris is a manager, and that's how it comes. He could point us in the right direction.
DAB, yeah. German beer called DAB. That sold it in Morrison's.
Do you know what? When a mate of mine was in uni, a mate of mine was at Stafford Uni, and we bought, it was called, basically, it was short for Dortmunder, and we bought fucking loads of it, right? It was cheap as chips.
People getting them cheap.
It was pretty, it was not bad ABV, and it was pretty cheap. So we bought quite a lot of it, as you do, you know, like it was.
That was before that fence.
He was in uni, and I think it was about 5% or something. It was dirt cheap, and we bought about fucking 60 cans of it or something. Because I was staying at his house for a week. I was staying at his uni digs for about a week. Honestly,
I bet they didn't last 2 or 3 days so much.
Did they fuck me? We just got annihilated. And the best part was, it was at fucking Stafford, and there was a guy that called Clarence, fucking awesome guy. He was, I think he was from Nigeria or something. But what a fucking mad bastard, mate. He used to come with this fucking, because that Guinness, you know, the Nigerian Guinness. Try this, boys.
Yeah. About 7%, isn't it?
Yeah.
About 7.5%. Yeah, that's nice. He said, drinking slowly. Like, you'll find out tomorrow. And the next day, I went, oh my fucking God. He went, oh, yes, very good, very good. I went, mate, what the fuck was that? He went, oh, yeah, about 8%. I went, no, that's why I feel like shit today.
There's actually an issue that I want to address with you that is becoming really apparent to me within the United Kingdom. To do with the whole nanny state of things, our government is slowly reducing the alcohol percentage. They are stopping us or making it harder for us to get decent beer from abroad. And they think that they are controlling us in this manner. They will charge us extra money for lower percentage beers. We will just give it up. Do you know what is actually happening in this country? We are breeding a society of young people that smoke more and more organically, or what is the word? When you change how you make something in an organic state. Weed. Thank you. You've hit the nail on the head. Modified weed. This is becoming the culture of younger people.
Like spice and shit. And
they cannot go out and get a decent beer. They're not going to pubs because they don't want to drink piss water and pay an extortionate price for it. They're not an old person. They are going out, and that is what they are buying. What the government is when you push a younger society into a nanny state, all you create is a vacuum, and that vacuum.
I think the thing is as well nowadays, it sounds ridiculous, but parents, the parents are so fucking. Like when I was a kid, right? I respected my parents. I knew that if I fucking stepped out of line, I'd get a bollocking or a fucking, a bit of an ass whooping. There's no discipline either, so the kids aren't scared of the parents. But yeah, I respected my parents, but it was a mutual thing. Like, I was allowed to have a few drinks at home and stuff, or my mum would go out and get me some beers or whatever. Or it's like, I got caught smoking weed, and mum said, if you're going to go out and smoke, I'd rather do it at home. So I'm not asked, said, as long as you don't do it, as long as you don't go stupid, said, I don't mind if you sit at home, have a few beers, and you want a cig, go out the back door. And I was thinking, I'd rather you be smoking at home and drinking at home, where even with your mates, where I know that you're not on the fucking streets, but I respected my parents, and I was, I'd never step out of line because I'd get a fucking ass whooping. Whereas kids these days they walk around like fucking 50 of them. They all think they're fucking 10 men, they all think they're hard as fuck. The mum and dad, they've got no respect for anybody or anything, or any property, or they all think they're fucking.
But because there is anything actually left to respect, because when your whole life is governed by the government and the way that they do things sneakily, your right of choice, even down to the food you eat. We were eating horse meat for ages that came from France when we thought we were eating meat.
It's like, like you guys with SJ, you were saying, you'd rather SJ stay at home and have a few drinks where you can, and that's it. Rather than go out and get fucking into. But I think, I think it's like anything, to earn respect, you've got to give respect. You've got to show your kids that you trust them and respect them. Because if you don't, like, the amount of parents I know, my kids are out of control. So when you treat them like they're fucking babies, but they've never had a fucking bollocking in their life. They've never had a fucking smack out chops or a fucking, smacked ass or anything. When I was a kid, if I stepped out of line, I'd get a fucking crack. I tell you what, I didn't do it very often. Yeah, I didn't do it very often.
Someone got scared. Right, you want anything bringing back from Waltingham, Simo, said Goldrake.
Yeah, Goldrake, curry mayo, mate.
Yeah. And Jenna said her son got it, Simo, the other day. She wasn't keen.
Well,
I wasn't keen, sorry.
But it's crazy. I mean, my mum's partner's son, his son is 15 and he vapes like a fucking chimney. And I said,
yeah, I know one of them.
I find it great. But he's like, he's got all these vapes and shit. And I said, who's buying him? It's not his dad, it's his mum. And his dad said, I'm not being funny. He said, but he said, there's no point in me saying you can't have him if his mum doesn't fucking buy him for him. He said, so all I can do is keep tabs on him instead of.
Yeah, we've got done out with SJ.
Rather than try and go down the old school route, and I totally understand what you're saying. I'm not in any way saying that your upbringing was bad, because obviously it was good because you're a really good person. But in the day and age of bringing up teenagers now, I feel that you have to understand there's a certain set of circumstances that they're living in. So if you can keep those lines of communication open, then you can offer education. You can't educate unless you know what's going on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll
do some comments.
Right, we got that with Stephen with the vape Skittles that tasted like Skittles, haven't we?
Yeah.
Which we did. That's actually. I thought he'd seen my short, but I never shared it, did I? That's the one SJ's got. Anyone watching the rugby? Ireland to win, Sod Island. Well said, Michelle. That was
Thank you,
your comment a little while ago now. The man loves his leafy green. Yep, Simo does. William. Hold on, mate. Hello, everyone. Trying to Camden Marsden. Not too bad. A nice change. Hope everyone's good. Do you know what?
I didn't find that bad drop at all. I thought they did really well with the protection of that.
I was interested in the groups because we were at PD obviously when it first announced. Everyone was slagging it off the fucking. And once he tried it, probably a good 90% of the people actually really liked it. I ain't scared gold drink. I just fucking. I mean,
sometimes people get a preconceived notion and they kind of buy into the bias, or there is a lot of social media pressure to conform to a certain mindset, which is something I totally want to get away from. Rip that away.
I think I'm quite lucky because our kid's 21 now, so I think she kind of grew up as it was taking over. But she also sort of missed the real horrible part of it. Like social media was there, obviously, but I think she missed a lot of the real negative sides of social media.
Which is a good thing.
Yeah, where I think kids, like she'll be 21 in 2 weeks. So I think she sort of avoided it. Whereas, like I say, sort of kids these days, 15, 16,
yeah.
But it's fucked up, man.
Right.
But the thing is, it's so readily available.
The rest of us then, Goldrake.
When we were kids, right, you got hard time. You come home that rate, you had a bit of an hard time at school. Whereas nowadays, you come home and it carries on because you've got fucking Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, all this fucking shit. Well, that was everything when I was in school.
We know Gravity well from North London. We've had some good sours off them. Paul, good to see you, as I said, fella. We've had a double IPA from them, haven't we? Which was absolutely banging. There was a review somewhere. Probably not the same one because I know they switch them round. No blog in Tesco.
Double IPAs are fucking awesome.
Goldrake's drunk, as we know. I've already had one Goldrake. Hold on. I'd hate to exactly what we were talking about.
We talk about this all the time. But I just feel that being non-judgmental and keeping lines of communication open is pivotal to being able to educate
I never want to be
younger people into making the best life choices that they can make. They can't make the choices unless they're educated. They won't get educated unless they can trust someone to talk to.
Do you actually see youth clubs now?
You don't very much anymore.
And
I think that first comes from being non-judgmental, because young people are going to try stuff whether you like it or not.
Oh, bit naughty, yeah.
This is the same. This is the same Paul. He said, "I couldn't justify paying £8.50 for a beer." Yeah, I hope it's good.
We didn't pay that much. I don't know. You might have done.
Oh, there's been some crazy prices at times where my eyes have watered and have gone.
No, I've stopped it all. I won't pay the expensive money for sales now.
Pete, I agree, mate. I mean, when I was a kid or when I was growing up, it were sleepovers, fucking playing up, there were bloody BMXs, there was, you go and make dens or you go and fucking.
As Pete probably remember, the Tomahawk and the BMXs came later. Really? The grifter.
To be fair, Paul, I think I paid £8.50, which is quite a lot of money. But
yeah, well, we've done it with the sales, but we won't do it anymore, will we? because they're
No.
not that good. Like that £10 odd sour, that was 2.5 from Hackney Church Brewing. I said, chewing it. So you got one 440ml can. Yeah, it was great. And actually, it was £3.75 that particular one, wasn't it? The can of one. We've got 2.5 Hackney Church Brewing, and it's, you remember it, Pete? You know what I mean? So I said, I didn't know the price of pay. I'll take it back, as I said. Yeah, the old chopper boy. That was it. What a saddle that was, eh? Kept you comfy, that one.
Okay, my mind is working overtime. I've done a couple of online courses this week, and it's really got me. It's really got me thinking. And I think the reason why I have such a good relationship with Nicky Dunn is because my parents couldn't relate to me as a teenager. Now, Nicky isn't a mum figure, but she is someone that was older, wiser, but not judgmental. Someone I could go to.
I've not seen Nicky tonight, actually. I don't like it.
I know she's in tonight. I hope she's off seeing her family and doing wonderful things because she's got a lovely family she cares about very much. But I just remember Nicky being that kind of role model for me and helping me to grow and progress and giving me an outlet, someone who I could talk to without them being judgmental when adults around me were really judgmental. And you could see that relationship has had a lasting effect. We're still good friends now. And I think it gave me a role point for how I wanted to, teenagers especially. So, yeah, Nicky was a wonderful role model in that respect. Because I was a very wayward teenager.
Paul, if you want some really nice beers,
you're going to have to wait. So he's gone outside. He can't hear at the moment, mate.
No, I was looking at Paul in the chat. Was saying he paid some of the beers in his shop were 8 to 10 quid. Fucking hell. £10 for a beer. Oh.
You just think to yourself, are they really that good for that money?
I
paid to be like out of this world, didn't they?
I think I paid £8 last time and I got an American beer, which is about 9% or something, but I wouldn't pay it. But yeah, Paul Greenwood, if you can get hold of anything from Rivington, they're not that expensive. They're normally quite well priced, and Rivington, I think, are potentially one of the best breweries in the UK at the minute. They can't do.
And he was in earlier, Paul.
Right.
Yeah, Nicky's got a lovely family. So
yeah, I was in earlier, but I've not seen Nicky this evening. She's normally.
Yeah, some of the beers.
Oh, fucking hell. Mark's just put a video up. It's 37 minutes. Jesus Christ.
I'm going to go and check that out. I need to be
Who's put a video?
Mark's just put a 37-minute video up.
What, tonight?
Yeah. They just put, no, it's not. They put, no, it's not the wine talking. He's got a glass of wine in his hand. But yeah, Paul Greenwood, I would say that if you can get all of anything from Rivington, or they're really good, and they're normally not mega dear. I think that a lot of these breweries are forgetting that prices, I feel like some of them think they can charge up with what they want and people still buy it. Like Verdant do really good beers, but I think they take the piss with the prices sometimes. And there's a few other places like Neon Raptor are the same. They sort of get a bit. I know that we've said, don't we, Paul? They get a little bit happy with the prices. Sometimes you think, are you taking the piss? Like, I feel like there's a few of them that are, and they make good beers, but the prices are just ridiculous. They must be making a fucking fortune. Yeah, Riviera good. Obviously, I mean, Paul Rake's Hackney. I'm trying to think what else he's got. Depends what you're into, I guess, is obviously the main thing. Arbor are really good. I highly recommend Arbor. They're all pint cans as well. So at least you get a bit more bang for your buck. Azvex are good, but they're not cheap. Beak are pretty good.
It's Neil that introduced me to Rivington, wasn't it?
Yeah, even though I've told you for fucking months and months and months.
No, I can't trust you. You stitch me up.
Cloudwater, Track.
Yeah, Cloudwater can be.
Sure Shots are really good. Marble again, yeah. Marble do some fantastic beers.
Yeah, Neil Raptor was definitely hit and miss for me as well. Used to use music to help educate school kids. They need perspective. That's true, Stephen. That's a real good point. That.
Arbor
they
do some
don't
really nice stuff, and I think the fact the Pint
listen to
counts
them.
as well.
Neil Raptor was hit and miss. Yeah, exactly what I just read.
I'm pretty sure the
Cowboy
Arbor are
Organ,
based in Bristol.
Albo do a nice stout, I think. I don't know, Jenna. That's more
can't
Simo's
remember.
thing. That's more Simo's thing than mine, if I'm honest with you, mate. It's not my Albo
Which I think
stouts.
what else there's
Hmm?
No one?
Yeah, there wasn't.
Northern Monk are alright, but they're really hit and miss. Overtone are quite good. Overtone is
Yeah,
some
Overtone, yeah.
I quite like Overtone.
Polly's are really good. They're in Wales. They're Mould, North Wales. Pomona Island are good, but again, a little bit expensive. But you do get some very good beers from Pomona Island. Pressure Drop. Well, Siren again, but the Siren are kind of hit and miss.
Nothing new to fucking.
Yeah,
I'll get that,
if
Stephen.
you like big, strong, dark beers, Tartarus are unreal. But I think maybe I'm anything up north. I think like sort of Rivington Track, Sure Shot, Elusive, Pomona, Azvex again, but they're a bit expensive. It depends what you're into as well. But, I think they all
Yeah,
sort of,
you know that, Paul. Oh God, I just like. I'm not going to go into anything about all that, but I just hope everything's all right.
I would also say people, if you can afford, obviously it's not cheap, right? I know Paul don't rate it because Paul forgot to cancel it, but Bruiser, if you like your crafty beers and you fancy beers, Bruiser are really good, man. You can get some really good variety on there. And for 20, I think it's 28 quid, you can get like between 8 to 10. And they're delivered and they're all different ones. There's a whole different thing on there. And the best part is they're not all the same price. Like you can get full circle here, 22 quid. And you can cancel, you can pause, you can skip them. I think you get like Rob skipped like 6 months or something. But there's all sorts of different breweries on there. And I think that the great thing is as well, is that if you're not keen, you can just fucking.
Yeah, I get what Stephen's saying. He's saying that when you communicate with younger people, do it for your music, which I've always done with Sean, haven't I? He's kind of made his own way.
It's a great way if you're not too set in your ways, because young people have their own idea of music and it doesn't always
resonate.
It doesn't always resonate with everyone.
See, Paul,
music is a good bridge.
You're normally too piss, Paul, but I mean, me and Michelle have had this conversation. I listen to fucking all sorts of stuff, but you're normally fucking arsehole by the time you get to that stage, and you don't even know you're arsed me over. I was listening today.
Robbie
I was listening to The Beautiful South and the House Minds today.
Oh, I like Beautiful South and the House Minds.
I'm not sure about
fucking. What's that?
Do you know who the lead singer is of the House Minds?
Paul Heaton, is it? Is that his name? What is he called? Is it Paul Heaton? Is it Paul? I'm thinking. Do you know what? My old man used to be crazy on him. Like when I was a kid. I say kid, but he was proper like crazy on him. And then Jackie Abbott left, didn't she, from Beautiful South? And my old man always said, when Jackie Abbott left, said that they were never the same group. He said that she was. He said she made the group for him. Said that she said they got somebody else to replace her, and he said it was never the same. Said that they were never the same group after that.
A lot of them are not. When
some groups are like that. They have that shining star that just casts the whole group in that wonderful glow of light.
Yeah.
And then though some of them are really talented, the glow just isn't there after they've left. Such a shame.
It was, you see. I knew he was in the House of Wines, Norman Cook from Beats International. That's what was confusing me.
Did
So I kept
Beats
thinking,
International do that fucking that
Boy
tune
Slim.
with
was
Wow.
the House of Wines.
Beats
Actually,
International did that fucking
retired music
did
Yeah.
teacher.
That was-
Doesn't
that
surprise
was-
me.
International,
Oh.
right? Did they do that dub Be Good to Me? Was that not Beats International?
Oh, Lindy Layton. I lived in the same road as her. I can tell you some stories there.
Beats International did dub Be Good to Me, didn't they?
Yeah.
Yeah, they
Oh,
did.
Right, they really
Yeah,
That's
they
a
did.
banging song.
This
She was
is
wearing
very
British
much-
Knights British Knights baseball, British Knights trainers, but they were
High
high top
tops.
trainers.
I
She
used to
was so
love
fucking
Basement
cool.
Jacks
You
as
look
well.
at
I
her
used to
and
be mad into.
I stood outside
But
her house.
like back when like dance music was like not just noise. Like this is like I used to do like dance music, but then it became just noise. Dance music used to have lyrics to it and like actual real good.
Oh, Norman Cook, Fatboy Slim.
Whereas now it's just dance music. It's just like whoa, 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 whoa,
Yeah,
whoa,
I don't
like fucking.
all that shit now.
Like,
But when I think of the
I
House
used to love
Wines, yeah,
Basement
Norman
Jacks.
Cook.
I was really massive into Basement
Yeah,
Jacks
they were
Yeah, I
good.
like Basement Jacks.
because
Well,
again, I think they kind of incorporated like hip hop and rock and soul and everything into their sort of the music and.
I get that, Stephen. I got where that one was going.
Yeah, Fatboy Slim. I mean, he's
He-
been around.
yeah.
He's still
Fuck,
going, isn't he,
yeah.
Fatboy Slim?
Yeah, Norman Cook's fucking
He was
legend.
married
mate.
to Zoe Ball, wasn't he, for about 20 years or something?
Yeah, he'd been there.
Yeah.
Unfaithful.
He binned. You can't say that, Paul. He binned.
They actually
Our friends now.
were
Yeah.
a wonderful couple.
You know it, Pete, and that is the
fought through
truth.
adversity.
I think she was quite a
and came out
troubled
the other
individual,
side
wasn't
as
she?
friends
She had
with their
some.
children.
Yeah.
Why
Really
do
nice.
you never spin a positive light? It's positive rhetoric. Never your
Remember
go-to.
Praise You. Remember the Fatboy Slim song, Praise You?
Yeah. I got to praise you like I should.
And you had when you got some of the dance mixes of that
This will
song.
make you laugh. So, my mum used to listen to that in the cars. And when my sister was a kid, she used to think that he said, I have to praise you like a shoe, which was fucking hilarious. I
It's
just fucking
wonderful, isn't
cracked
it?
up.
The lyrics that people
I
think
just
of in the
cracked
time.
up.
Jump and Shout on
That
Single.
Basement Jacks. Yeah.
Yeah.
Was that off the?
What
Was it? I want to say Red
Prodigy.
Alert.
I
Yeah,
love
fire started.
Prodigy. Fat of the Lambs. Love it.
Yeah, 90s wasn't as
I
good as the 80s, but
actually-
90s
I
was all right.
loved a lot of 90s music. I love diversity in music, and I think through 50, 60, earlier, I'm going right back because that's the base roots of music.
Oh dear, please.
Fatboy Slim, Prodigy,
Hey, do you know what? Right, I mean,
excellent stuff to me.
I'm not a Taylor
And
Swift
then I
fan,
get to Taylor Swift.
but fair
I
play to
get a
Taylor
little
Swift,
bit
right?
baffled.
She writes her own music, she performs her own music, she doesn't fucking mime, she doesn't lip sync, she plays her own instruments, and she sells out arenas. So fucking fair play to her, you know.
I
It's not
know,
the kind of
I have
things-
no
know.
problem with it whatsoever. I just find it bland.
She's shit.
White
I'll tell you
sliced
what.
bread became a staple of everyday life. It didn't mean it was fantastic. Are you get my drift?
Mm.
You know it, Jimmy.
And
Look at the
that is
interruption.
not a slight to Taylor Swift. It just
Taylor Swift's shit. Get
From
over it.
having
She's only
been-
famous because Kanye slated her. We all
having
know
been
that.
very big.
Hence the song famous.
I'm actually at a gig next Friday, and this will fucking blow your mind, Paul. When he first started out, he was in a hardcore punk band. They were a hardcore punk band. It was real fucking
Who are we talking about?
a gig that I'm going to next week, and now it's I don't know how you describe it. It's a fucking a genre of its own. It's a complete mixture now. The new album of like this kind of soul, there's sort of rock, there's pop, but it's all very. What I like is that all the lyrics are very meaningful and deep, and they're from the heart. I mean, you know, like you got
That's
soul.
great,
There's
then.
lyrics about addiction. There's lyrics about sort of depression and stuff, but there's also lyrics about, you know, like I'm clean. I'm having a fucking great time. You know, life's there's everything. But I went to Manchester. I'm even taking our kid. She fucking loves the same sort of stuff. I guess I've kind of indoctrinated her through the years of into the same. But she's fucking listens to, you know, but literally we can listen to like fucking gangster rap, and then we listen to like punk and metal and fucking K-pop, whatever. She listens to all
Yeah.
those pictures.
Do you know what? I find that it's a lot more generalized than I actually thought, because I'm exactly the same. I
Yeah.
love everything. There's certain types of music that have shaped my life. I love country and western. I love the Beatles. I like soft rock. I like some of the more commercial kind of hard metal, the soft metal, whatever you want to call it. Sorry, I don't know the terminology very well. But I just know that I like music that I've been able to listen to that's a bit different.
Hang on. There's can't shift this cold. It's like a head cold that just won't go away, which is really annoying.
Oh,
I think this might be the last of the hacker back.
Billy Joel. Brilliant. There's so many artists that I really appreciate their music.
Taylor Swift. Cat is bigger than Kanye. Yeah, then she woke up late.
Do you like the Talking Heads? I always thought they were quite good.
What's their biggest hit? I'm sorry, I'm so ignorant. I listen to songs.
Probably Burning Down the House, I would guess. Or Psycho Killer, maybe. Hang on. All right, PD. Shut the fuck up. We must be getting towards the end.
Hiya, Chris. Hopefully as well.
All right, Chris.
I'm going to take up a challenge as soon as I can find one that I can actually review. Yeah. I'm going to take it up. I promise.
Yes, I am indeed, Spurs. And always great to see you, Chris. As you know, mate. Good evening, fella. Hope all is well. And obviously, say hello to Lou. Once in a lifetime.
Yeah, Stephen, I saw that the Talking Heads they've approached numerous modern artists and they've asked them to do a cover album, and everyone was shitting on it. And then when the Talking Heads turned around and said, "We've actually approached these particular artists to do the album," everyone shut the fuck up and said, "Oh, you clout chasing and that." But I think that's a real credibility sort of honor. You know, if you're a modern artist and there's a band who've approached you and said, "Would you do a cover song on our you know, as I think it's 20th anniversary something."
Bloody hell!
That's pretty fucking cool.
I sing with a busker on the street.
Road to nowhere. I'm
not even joking. If I can actually sing,
that's Max and Paddy, isn't it?
I can give my anything to sing. I'll sing with anyone.
Every time I see Road to Nowhere, Stephen, I was thinking Max and Paddy.
Phenomenal, wouldn't they? You can't. This was Freddie Mercury. Love him or hate him. Complete legend.
Oh, 1, 2.
No, the other one didn't come out. Right. You going back in there, babe?
Yeah.
I got dizzy.
Yeah, Queen was absolutely awesome. Freddie Mercury was a very complex character. He had lots of
issues.
No, there was just lots of things going on with him because of the whole scenario of his life.
David Bryan, great, done stuff recently with St. Vincent. I didn't know that, David. Yeah, no, but Freddie done it, been there, got the t-shirt, hadn't he? How many people could Freddie not get going on the stage?
Freddie Mercury was just absolutely something.
Yeah.
It was an icon.
You only get one Freddie Mercury.
No, you don't. Yeah. This is what I was just about to say. How many magnificent artists actually had a stage persona that was totally different to their off-stage persona? David Bowie.
Yeah, no, but I mean, in the Freddie Mercury mold.
I'm trying to think of people.
I
I'm trying
get
to
it.
think of people.
Stephen, I get that.
Beyonce.
Mm.
There was Robbie Williams. So many people have an onstage persona that is so different
Yeah,
to
of
who
course
they
they are.
are.
I think you have to be, though. If you're going to become this, if you're this mega star, I think you have to have a sort of, you've got to have like, and it sounds like stupid, you've got like Freddie Mercury on the stage, then there was obviously like Freddie, I can't remember his actual name, off stage. It's a bit like, you know, there's fucking, there's a lot of bands like that, even like metal bands and stuff. You see, you've got like,
Even George Michael.
like Slipknot, you've got like Corey, the front man, you know, like with the fucking mask and the aggression, and then there's Corey without it, who is like a fucking real nice stand-up guy, you know. He fucking does loads of chat, and like he's done interviews and stuff, and he laughed, said, you know, he said,
yeah, I have
when I go on stage and that mask goes on, he said something up there changed. He said, now I turn into a fucking, you know, the fucking man, you know. He said, because you've got to do, he said, you know, you've got to separate the art from life, said, because otherwise it takes over. And he said,
okay, so Timo, in this trail of thoughts, keep hold of this trail of thoughts. If a person still enjoys the music of an artist that has had a fall from grace, or you know, been publicly disrespected,
Yeah, but everyone remembers
can
the bad
they
bits,
still listen to their music without feeling bad or guilty?
I think if you can genuinely separate the art from the artist, yes. But if you cannot, and you still like going, oh yeah, fucking like, it depends. I think like for me, I used to be love a band called Lost Prophets.
Yeah,
and he got done for basically horrific fucking stuff. And I couldn't ever do it. I couldn't listen to them again. Because for me,
I find it really hard to separate the act from what I'm actually hearing musically. I find it really difficult.
Fucking on Jimmy Michael Jackson.
And you think, what am I doing? But you actually haven't done anything wrong.
No,
have you?
It's a tricky one.
So you should feel guilty for it. Big talking point.
Hold on. Freddie Mercury Stole the Show. She's watched that many times, didn't you?
Oh yeah.
I still love George that day. And Chris. Yeah.
It depends on what time you're coming on, because we have a massive,
big day Sunday.
Ridiculously early
definitely go on. Definitely come on for a while, won't it? Be absolutely great, mate. Absolutely fantastic.
I'd love to join you.
Not on the Lamborghini though.
Oh.
Yeah, I will.
You're going on, Paul. Post in your community tab, Paul, and then we can actually see when it is.
Yeah, totally.
Jackson
divides opinions so much. A really good example.
But it is hard, because you've got to remember that person in the public light has to be, because you're told what to do by your people that are paying you. You know, your advisors. You know, I mean, George is a typical story of it, which is quite upsetting when you dig into him. But you know, he went down that road because he was advised to do, like Jackson or whoever.
Having done the courses I've done this week, the impact of the media on people who are in the media eye is absolutely crazy.
Because you're sold out.
You can be vilified for just picking up the Sun newspaper when the Sun newspaper isn't popular. There are so many things.
A tough one, Jimmy. One not to get onto on streams, do we?
It is massively deep, and it's not one I want to go into, but it is a very, very good point. It is a good point.
I'll get to Pete. Hold on, Stephen saying to Jimmy, and Jimmy saying cheers to Stephen. What Pete's getting to.
There's a travesty in it now.
And it is. If you see the picture of him now, you've probably seen the picture, Pete, on social media that I've just seen recently. Absolutely breaks my heart, because obviously I was fortunate enough to meet Phil Collins. Funny enough, I met Phil Collins at a Michael Jackson concert because I was sat next to him. And as soon as I realised who it was, I was like, Phil, poor old Phil. At the time of his life, mate, back in 1988, he met me. And we had a good drink together and talked about Spurs because he's a Spurs fan and his music and everything. I didn't see him again. I don't know why.
For me, it was a very Phil Collins is a very down to earth man who had a phenomenal
Who was that
career.
actually?
And he was a little bit of an unsung hero. I thought he was phenomenal at playing the drums. I thought he was very good at singing. I loved his music.
Yeah,
I still love his music. I will continue to love it for ages to come. Probably for as long as I live. And I'm sorry to
Jimmy. Jimmy said I only met Pete Doherty.
I'm sorry that he's ill.
Unfortunately,
happens to the best of us.
Yeah,
unfortunately.
And it does. He looks very frail. He looks, like, unfortunately, he's not a lot. I mean, think back to Buster, the film Buster. He was brilliant as an actor. He was brilliant in Genesis as the drummer. He was brilliant as a solo singer. Yeah, he made some iffy songs in between. He wasn't a real musician, like a singer, a songwriter. He wasn't a Jackson or a George Michael, but it was still great.
I love Phil Collins as well.
Oh, don't worry, Jenna. I got Phil Collins. That was his lucky day when he met me.
He's one of these people who has always been a little bit obsessed with celebrity star figures. I appreciate their talent, but I'm not so cool about chasing them around and wanting to know them personally. But the times I've been with him when he wants to meet celebrity people, and I've happened to meet them as well, they've turned out to be absolutely fucking spot on.
Yeah,
I've met Mike Tyson, I've met Ross, I've met Alexander O'Neill. Who am I missing out?
Me?
I'm sure there's someone else. I'm sure.
Yeah, you better Simon Jordan, Michelle, your favourite person.
Yeah.
I know, I worked for him.
Yeah.
That one will not go down in my Hall of Fame. I'm quite happy to talk football with him because he knows that I'll have a good conversation. I won't back down to him either.
You might have Michelle, Simon Jordan, absolute one.
Yeah, I remember that one.
He is the epitome of Paul if Paul was a millionaire.
Wow. I'll be too embarrassed to go up to one. GPS, Gemma, and you think
I had to laugh. I was watching a thing about it was Simon Jordan and Chris Eubank.
Yeah,
and Chris Eubank said to Simon Jordan, "You're a journalist," and he was going proper mad. And Chris Eubank was like, "You've paid me to come here and do an interview." Like, you're a journalist. He's getting really upset with life. Just going for a wee. I'll be back in a second.
It's all over the internet.
I'm just gonna go and water the snake.
I actually know Simon Jordan really, really well. Like on a personal level, I worked for the guy for quite a long time. So that means kind of I saw his personal quirks and things. I'm not going to sail him down the river on a lot of things, which I could do. But what I will say is the guy's very over opinionated and very full of self appreciation, which I don't feel he always deserves. But he is articulate and he does argue his point well.
And he done well.
But so do I.
And Jenna says she'd be too embarrassed to go up to celebrity. I'm not. They're just the same as us deep down. Some of them don't want to know you, but some of them do.
Not the kind of person, if I just saw them in the street,
I've got to watch that interview.
That would go up to them. I'm not that interested, to be fair. But the ones I've met through you, because you wanted to meet them, actually tends to be really, really not as self-centered as I thought.
Yeah, they're just
I tell you, the Bros brothers, Matt and Luke, were phenomenally down to earth, really nice guys. I didn't expect that at all.
Yeah. Alexander
O'Neill, he was a little bit, oh yeah, young lady. I'm like, yeah, okay, Grandad, slow down. You got to go on stage yet. It was funny. They're just people.
He looked like he was on his last
They're
legs.
sometimes
Didn't he?
talented people, but they're still just
Yeah,
people.
he looked like he was on his last legs, Alexander O'Neill, didn't he? And then the next thing you know, he's running around the stage. And I'm like, the fuck did he do? Well, he was in his slippers.
He was in his slippers and dressing gown when he met us. But he was still
Brilliant.
like, ooh, and I was like, yeah, slow down.
Mm.
Don't want you to have a heart attack.
Bloody camera. It keeps doing its tricks again, doesn't it? I don't know why. I looked at Brian Harvey's channel the other day. A bit too much for me, that. I
I've
don't know.
not seen
He's
that.
happened with him for a long time, isn't it?
This is
But I
a
tell you
never-ending
what,
thing.
the one thing that's
Mm.
always going to be true is people are going to be people. So if you think they're going to be any different from me and Paul sat here,
I saw it.
or a semi pouring a beer, you think these people are going to be any different because they're
That's not good,
talented?
Jimmy.
No, they're not.
No, not deep
People
down.
are
I mean,
people.
didn't you ask? Apparently, I'm.
Exactly.
I'm
Exactly.
not talking about who actually. But
everyone's the same deep down.
There's good and bad in everyone. There's all kinds of views because of all kinds of reasons. And he's kind of trying to make, and it's a maze of making your way through that understanding of different people. I just don't like to put someone on a pedestal unless they deserve it. Do you put your? You must have some artists that I know that you love, the kind of music that you love, Simo. So do you put them artists on a pedestal, or do you just accept them as normal people?
I try not to, because I find that if you do, you end up getting fucking burnt and looking like a. So I mean, I've got bands that I really, really like, and I think
I totally appreciate
very
that.
good. And I mean, but I just, in this day and age, it's so difficult to really admire somebody because you just never fucking know. It's hang on.
There's a little bit of me that says appreciate the talent, because I do appreciate people's talents. There are so many talented people out there, people who can sing. I'd love to be able to sing. People who can play football, amazing. You name it. There are people who can perform heart surgery. There are so many talented people out there, and I respect their talents, appreciate them so very, very much. But when you look at people and their personalities, I think that's a whole different ballgame.
When I look through my most into stuff of last year, Pete, let's see if I can find it. Where is it? Your tops, I was. See, it's a real mishmash, and I bet it was Parkway Drive, Good Omens, Devil Wears Prada, Bring Me the Horizon, I Prevail, Ghost, Falling in Reverse, Slipknot, Bring Me the Horizon, Mana Skin, Iceland Kills, Don Broco, Frank Carter, Tool, Skindred, Paramore, Motorhead, Pendulum, Post Malone's up there, Bloodywood, Don Broco, Danzig, Creeper, Fallout Boy, Motionless in White, Smashing Pumpkins, Architects, and Electric Cowboy, and Spirit Box. All sorts of just a complete mishmash. Mainly heavy stuff, a complete mishmash of.
I really like the fact that I like some of this music, but I can't really relate to it. What makes you get so into that kind of music? How do you relate to it?
I think it's the lyrics, because for a lot of heavy music, it's not just words. It's very much. It's very meaningful. I think most of the bands that I listen to,
how is
The,
it
the
meaningful?
lyrics
I'm
are
not,
very.
please, I really want to understand. I'm not being
I think a lot of it's
facetious.
like
I really want
fucking
to
like
understand.
they've been through some real fucking shit, sort of be it like emotionally or mentally or sort of they faced very tough challenge. I mean, I've been through. I tend to not overshare, but I've had some rough stuff growing up, and sort of I think I had quite a rough
Yeah,
upbringing
like,
as a kid, and
I
sort of
totally agree with you. Life
I think
does
it
that
kind of
to
helped me through quite a
people.
dark time. It sounds crazy, but I feel like listening to stuff that's heavy and sort of quite deep and sort of it makes me feel better. It's quite therapeutic. It sounds great, but then
But the
some of it's
world,
just silly stuff like there's a band called Electric Cowboy, which is German techno metal, which is
yeah.
just fucking stupid, but it's funny. It's like but yeah, I think a lot of these bands have helped me through some dark times, some rough times, and sort of the lyrics are quite relatable. There's also I think
I think
With
that's the thing.
Western music, especially American country Western music,
I
there
find
is
with like
loads of things you can pour your heart out to and relate to.
yeah.
I'm just finding that kind of music that you're talking about and the lyrics that you're talking about it's hard to relate to.
I don't
I'm
think I
I'm
find
glad it gave you some comfort, but I find it hard
mm,
to relate to.
a lot of
see,
people
it's not. It's a lot of it's quite. I mean, like there's again there's a band, Frank Carr, and
Yeah.
a lot of his stuff is
emotional.
about finding. No, his early stuff was quite angry and aggressive, and then as he's grown a bit older, it's about sort of. There was an album called Modern Ruin, which was basically it was a love letter to his daughter saying, "Look, I hope that you can grow up in a world that was not as shit as mine was." And then his more modern stuff's really good. It's kind of like he's clean and sober. It's basically saying, like, look, you've got to take life what it is.
I've
You've got
been
to take
here
life
and I've
what
done
it is.
this and look what
And
I've
you've got
done.
to enjoy
Love
yourself
it.
and enjoy life, and you've got to love. You've got to open yourself up and allow people in sometimes, as difficult as it might be. You've got to open up and allow people in because if you don't,
Do you think a lot of that music is about grief and the expression of anger on all levels?
then
An
you've got
expression
sort
of
of,
anger to let it out in a positive manner.
Not always.
No, I don't want to
and there's
understand
stuff
it. I
like,
can ask
Let me say,
questions.
until in my life, none of the songs went absolutely fuck all. That pretty tells you that you
but
can
the
make up.
group. I'm quite a big Bring Me the Horizon fan, and he wrote a song
Mhm.
called Mother Tongue, which is basically saying he married a Bulgarian girl, and it's basically a
Yeah.
song saying, "Look, I love you that much." And he learned how to speak Bulgarian. He's from Yorkshire, so as you can imagine, he's got quite
Yeah,
a
the
great.
must have been really
And he's basically
difficult.
saying, look, he's like, it was like, I genuinely think the world of you. I love you that much that I will.
I want to learn your
Yeah, that's
language.
it. Teach you.
That is
Like,
amazing.
I want to. And then on the last album he did, he's got his now wife to actually do
Yeah.
some Bulgarian chanting stuff to kind of make it sound. She probably because I don't know what the fuck it says. It's probably nothing horrible, but it sounds quite creepy, and it really works with the song. But I think a lot of bands, a lot of it is not. Again, a lot of people think it's anger and aggression, but it's also it's sort of it's a whole mixture of everything. It's just emotion. It's like wearing your emotions on your sleeve, and basically, what comes
Yeah.
out in the music. And a lot of people, it's just screaming, but a lot of it's very therapeutic and quite.
Yeah.
I think you can actually look at the lyrics. A
So
lot of
thank
it's
you.
quite.
You gave a really good answer because for me, you want to look at things and probably understand them in the best way that you possibly can. If you don't ask questions, you're never going to understand. And you explained it in a really good way.
No, I'll get that right.
There was a song called drown. It's basically, about is the front man said, look, he said I went to rehab, and he said, look, said I am. It was basically, it was a craft help before I went to rehab. He said I wrote the lyrics before rehab. He said I went to rehab. He said now I realised that, he said it's incredible what music can do for somebody. He said if you're having a shit time or you could be having the best time of your life, said, but everybody associates songs with
the
times of the life. You can have you could be having the best, like your wedding night or something, and you've got 10 songs. He said, and they will stay with you forever. He said, but you can also be having the fucking lowest time in your life, and you might have 10 songs that stay with you forever. He said, and it's a bit of a. I actually like a bit of techno, but I find dance music's a bit soulless. I know it sounds crazy, but hello, Ginger Dog.
So I think, on my personal opinion, songs relate through your life.
Len, come here.
Difficult situations, good and bad. But yeah, right, hold on. Where was I? Pete. We done Pete, didn't we? He met Annie McCoy, which I saw on social media. And so no problem. And I did see your picture, Pete. And he's not in a good way. He's talking about Brian Harvey, which is sad to see.
Yeah, no.
And Jenna said Brian Harvey tried to get me and my sister to go back in his car years ago. I'm not even saying anything to that. I can get it though. I can get it. I know a few stories about him.
Won't you come away?
Yeah.
No, mate, fuck off.
I bet Simo loves Food Fighters.
Food Fighters, I bet so.
Fuck Nightbot, he's off his head. Won't you come away? Yeah. Super Swally.
Yeah, but Nightbot, we are missing Mark. Mark is hugely pivotal to our chat. Missing tonight.
R.I.P. Carl Withers. Yep, Jack. Exactly, mate.
Yeah.
I meant to put something up.
Legends.
I meant to put something up about Apollo against about the bottom, but I forgot, didn't I? Sweet techno. Techno.
Sorry, I was just whining. He knows that I want him to come here, so he's avoiding me. So.
And did you like the Foo Fighters, Simo? Going back to something.
Yeah, I don't mind Foo Fighters, but I'll tell you what. The money they charge for tickets, I can't justify paying 150 quid for a ticket.
That's why I can't see Elton John, right? I love Elton John, but I can't afford tickets.
But yeah, listen to, I've even got I've got a playlist called Women Who Rock. I've got a freaking.
What are you on about? What? That sounds really iffy, Simo. What did you say?
I've got a playlist called Women Who Rock, which is literally just. So you've got No Doubt, Gwen Stefani, Blondie. You've got freaking.
No, you are talking my language. I love Blondie, Gwen Stefani.
Evanescence, fucking Fleetwood Mac, Paramore,
brilliant.
Joan Jett. There's fucking Patti Smith, Kate Bush, Janis Joplin.
Yeah.
I don't know that.
These are wonderful female artists.
I don't know there was that many personally, but I must have missed something.
You'd actually be surprised. There's so many female artists.
Yeah, there's Madonna. There's Janet Jackson. There's.
Yeah, but I'm talking about ones that aren't like fucking corpses.
Oh, yeah, there is that. But no, I don't have style like female singers. Beyonce's got a cracking voice when she does the right songs. Yeah.
I'm not going to be run down for.
I was looking at.
What do you call her? Who sang with Eminem? She can sing.
Rihanna.
No, Rihanna can sing as well. Yeah, I love Rihanna.
Sia.
No, what's her name? Who sang the main one with Eminem right back in the day? Can't think of her name. Yeah, she was good. She could sing.
On the lyrics with Stan.
Yeah.
Oh, Dido. Fucking hell, that's she's not done anything for ages, has she? Fucking Dido.
I think music makes us dig deep a little bit.
Know where you come from. I've got 70 plus songs on my top list. I'm Anchor Man, Beat to Cream.
You must know
That's you.
cream, like cream with like you know,
Prince. That makes me think about Prince.
Yeah,
And
Prince.
Purple
Belinda
Pain.
Carlisle,
oh,
yeah.
cream, you know, like Sunshine of Your Love, a White Room, and like
Reckless.
real old school Clapton. Like it was like Clapton's first,
Lana.
you
Yeah.
know.
Amy
Oh,
Winehouse. God,
Amy.
shit, yeah.
Amy was amazing. I love Amy.
That's wrong not to think of Amy Winehouse straight away.
There is actually
Guilty.
A
What
film
Dave
coming
Boys.
up
Yeah, I know.
about
We
Amy.
were talking about it the other day, last week, wasn't it? That's the best opener to Six Nations in years. Oh, at least you had a good one with it, Captain. Captain's done all his vlogs, hasn't he?
Oh,
No,
Goldrake would be happy then, will he? If Ireland won, Goldrake would be fucking. He'd be renouncing his.
My favourite, Peace in the Valley, Barmer 3. I'm trying to think of other women. There's some other women that've got good voices. I'm not into all of their stuff, but
Whitney.
Friends. There's lots of women with great voices. I mean, fucking Pat Benatar.
you go back in the day, the original Blondie, Debbie Harry, was absolutely brilliant.
Look at the women.
You have to be like my sort of age to
the
appreciate that.
blues singers.
Mate, Blondie's still going.
Yeah, I know.
The-
And Jennifer
Elvis.
Lopez is back soon.
Fucking
Jennifer Lopez. Why is Jennifer Lopez? Well, someone who spends way too much money and has way too much husband.
Oh, I actually like Jennifer Lopez myself.
Yeah, you'd love to be one.
Sing the
Sunshine of
Had a great fucking voice. And the Cranberries, you know.
Yeah, brilliant. The Cranberries were absolutely amazing. The Cause.
Stevie Nicks, yeah, from Fleetwood Mac.
Stevie Nicks. Wonderful.
Yeah, she was good, wasn't she?
And you know, despite it all, when you think of what happened to her and the way that she was farmed, and I'm talking about being farmed, Britney Spears had a wonderful career despite being farmed by her family.
I was going to mention Britney, but you get upset, so I didn't.
I do. I think her treatment was.
They reckon that Britney Spears will never actually come back.
I'm gutted. Yeah. Same as that fella.
Yeah.
Mate, the times of him and Rocky, obviously, in the film, but outside the film, as we all know, they were really
unfortunately
close.
No one lasts forever, and I don't want to seem callous by saying that, but I had to come to terms with death a long time ago. My dad died when my son was just 1 month old, and it hit me like a ton of bricks, and it's kind of made me be a little bit cold to death now, because that's the only way I cope with it. My mum died last year. I'm now an orphan.
What would I call W. Harry's best song? Oh shit, that's a tough one. It'd be one of the main Blondie ones. I was crazy on some of them. High. Yeah, Tide is High I was crazy on. Didn't it? Oh, so in love with you, that one, wasn't it? I used to love that song. There's loads of them from Blondie.
How old do you reckon she's now? She's about 80, is she, Debbie Harry?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think
definitely
she was. Jenna. I think she was totally abused, and used as a tool for making money.
She'll never do it all again.
And look, what that's actually done to her. I feel that they should be accountable in
the true, Thomas. Right side after Blondie. Fair enough, mate. Debbie probably still get it. Yeah, she was cool, wasn't she? Definitely.
Wow. Debbie Harry's 78.
And she is bloody wonderful.
I tell you what, though, if you go back in the day, he's still singing now. He was one of my favourite singers back in the day when Debbie Harry was, and ABBA, because I like Blondie from ABBA, was Kim Wilde.
I was trying to explain a little bit of my hardness to the conversation,
Jesus,
Thomas, because sometimes I seem a little bit hard or a little bit insensitive around that kind of conversation, but it's purely because I've had to be that way to protect my own emotions.
everyone's going to have emotions in life, or you're not going to agree on everything. It wouldn't be right, would it? True.
And what a wonderful conversation that music has provoked tonight. I'm sad Mark's not here. Mark would love this. I'm glad he's out having a meal tonight and enjoying himself.
That's not true. So just don't keep going on. No, just drop it. Don't make your business.
Ignorance is bliss.
That's going down well, that hacker back.
You could to that.
Madonna, yeah. Fuck it. I mean, it's a shame a lot of these women feel the need to have so many surgeries and that, and they just thought,
Yeah, this is what gets me with it, innit? Why do they have to sit there with their fucking clothes off when surely if you've got enough talent, why would you have to do that? I know sex sells, which Michelle's explained to me countless times, but what I don't get is why. If you can sing enough, Madonna didn't need to do it.
Are you gonna get me on this subject?
hang on, Paul.
It's like I'm rant about this.
Did you say Madonna didn't have to sell sex? Madonna was literally a sex icon for fucking
So are you trying to shut
3 or
me
4
down?
decades.
Yeah.
Madonna
Okay,
literally
hang
sold
on,
sex
no, I'm not talking
from.
bullshit. I'm talking something that I'm passionate about. Objectification of women is totally not right. It's not right. I think talent should be appreciated, not the objectification. I doesn't feel comfortable with that because he cannot differentiate between the two.
Chris just said that Mark's supposed to be video saying he's quitting YouTube.
Hmm?
Chris just said that Mark said he's quitting YouTube.
Well, that's a really, really sad thing because I feel that Mark is someone that's really educated and has really valued views. I like Mark.
Mm.
I will feel the loss of his conversation, and I actually really feel that. I won't speak about it any further than that, but that's how I feel. Go on, let's see what someone else has said.
Michelle looks like a movie star, says Sean Kelly. I will share now. She must be like 80 odd.
Don't you say anything, Simo. I will take my compliments back and get them.
No, I was seeing what Jenny said about Cher. I thought Cher was older than 77. I thought Cher was.
Really? You are a wonderful, wonderful Irish man. I love you to bits.
You've been drinking, Sean?
I think you should have gone to Space Dankers, man. I do love him. Mwah, mwah. Anyone who's in my corner, thank you very much, my darling.
I think Sean's been on the sauce, haven't you, Sean? Yeah.
Are you disagreeing with him now?
Well, I'd never do such thing. I just.
I never thought you would, Simo. Never thought you would. Thank you, Sean.
Get and say who first, then.
M is my abbreviation when people can't be bothered to spell.
Usually Paul just puts Here he is. He's come that way, dog. Yeah, he's got 2 dogs.
Don't want to go out.
Hey, up, go.
Hey! Oh my goodness!
3 dogs,
Now
2
I
children.
feel inferior.
It's coming.
Not Chilli, I'm calling you now.
He's from Liverpool. Hi, Sean.
I would say I feel sorry for you, Sean, but I don't
Go
want
on,
to.
if you thought I look gorgeous, look at this. very Celtic, beautiful young lady. This is my
Sean, why did you move to Wigan? I mean, fucking hell, Liverpool's bad enough at Wigan. Fucking hell. I actually feel sorry for you moving to Wigan. Jesus Christ.
No one.
Yeah, it's got to be. He came on before.
Why is the camera back to front?
The camera's there.
Because your old man doesn't know how to use technology, that's why.
The camera's there.
Ah.
The camera's there. There's the camera. Look, see that? That's
Have you got the camera mirrored, Paul?
No, the camera's not on mirrors.
Are you sure it's not mirrored?
No.
I wouldn't be
definitely not.
surprised if it was mirrored and you were just fucking too pissed to notice. SJ, check if. Oh,
It
you
is
little
not mirrored.
fucking.
It is not mirrored.
I hope
See
he,
the video I sent you.
You
I
see
hope
the
he's
number.
choking that.
Sean's had a few, you see. Sean looks like a movie
What
star.
do you mean Sean's had a few?
No, Sean's here.
Oh,
I can't believe how the show is. Take your socks off, the
yeah,
ladies
she's
go
like
nuts.
73 now.
Where are we? Thomas not in the way. Stephen, get him to say the best. You've gone very quiet, Georgia.
No one's talking.
You have to say hello. Look.
Right,
Is that-
Paul, I'm going to try this fucking Mont Blanc now. If it's
Yeah.
fucking shite, I'll send you the bill.
Send it to her. She's the main person in the house.
Fuck off. You're the one that's fucking minty by 100 kegs of fucking Blanc and going to Asia and fucking Hungary and Poland and everything else. You
Oh,
can't.
what camera are you talking about?
Look, it's like back to front.
You
No,
told
no,
me, right?
no,
In fact,
no.
you told me before, Paul. You said your daughter works 2 jobs to fucking dosh, and you're there.
Look, Georgia, if you do that to the camera, look.
Yeah, but it's back to
No,
front.
no, look at the bottle. You can see the numbers. It's not mirrored.
When you say back to front, I mean, so left is right, obviously.
Where's
and
Luke?
right is-
Oh, Luke was here earlier.
You can
I
look at
only had one pint of Stella. I was joking,
Wow.
sure.
I'm just going to get this fucking Mont Blanc. If it's shit, Paul, I'll send you the bill. Let's have a look.
That's
Come
a
on,
cracking
what a picture. The best team in the land and all the world.
Oh, no. Talk up.
The whole thing's just gonna fall under the weight of all those bottles.
Target's fighting.
Good, don't do it now.
Oh, but this is really a family affair now.
Wow.
isn't it?
I need my
Yeah,
phone
we
to
took
check.
the whole thing.
It's a family affair like a Mary Jane
Oh,
Lige.
get chums.
Why would
Yeah,
anyone
all of
do
us.
that?
Oh, my God. Look.
This is Paul's chair.
Jesus.
This is chum's
Yeah, he
chair.
does absolutely no work.
Oh.
I'm gonna have a flat state.
Don't blame
I
me.
didn't say it.
Certainly not me.
Look at April.
We're on the blog. I've only had one pint of Stella.
What's the time?
That's Captain Chris.
Ignore Captain.
No,
There's no one that told that.
He's the captain.
but the one.
The fucking captain, my arm.
Oh, this is Cronenberg Blanc. Oi,
I hope you're fucking choking it, you bastard. There's no round here, it's what? Yeah.
Oh,
Fucking.
no, that's terrible. Watch him. I love you.
Right, here we go. Look at that.
It's red.
Looks all right.
yeah.
Looks dark, that, Paul.
Stop
Grab
coming
your
the
juice.
video, please. He's not going.
Smells fruity.
These.
Because I don't take shit off anyone. No, you go in there. Now,
Yeah.
move.
Them two.
Mate.
They don't. No, I wouldn't. They will. Yeah, I know. Yeah, it's on the camera. Tiger was getting. Tiger was very unhappy then.
Where's Luke at?
And there, where's Luke?
Can I give him a buzz?
Yeah, go on.
Yeah, tell Luke to come.
Say George is waiting on camera for you. Say
Paul,
George
it
is
smells like spicy fruit juice.
That's lovely, Simo. Man's
Yeah,
drink, mate. Might be a bit too
Why is
much
it
for you.
spicy? What kind of fucking man drinks spicy fruit juice?
Oh, man.
Flip.
I'll take him inside.
Interesting. Mont Blanc La Russa. Let's have a look. It just smells like,
Jeez.
I don't know.
Why is the
Like-
camera like?
Because it's coming from down.
Yeah, but I'm not even on this side of the room.
Because the camera's facing the other way.
No,
Is
to be
your
fair,
camera like?
it's like so your left hand side will look right on camera, and your right hand side will be left on camera.
It's backwards.
No, it's the camera's facing the opposite way.
It's the fact that you're facing.
Oh,
the-
that's. I don't even know.
Oh Christ, alive.
Not answering. Guys,
Oh.
Luke Emmett has not answered the phone. Opportunity is called and Luke Emmett has not answered. Let it be known.
Fun. Well,
Yeah, it's very like aromatic. It's it smells. It smells like a fucking.
It's for steady hands. He'd make a good pickpocket. The naked man is no pickpocket.
Thank God. It was actually quite chill. What, Luke a beer?
No,
no.
he did not answer.
He's fell asleep.
Right. Cheers. If this tastes like shit, Paul, I'll send you the bill.
You're still recommending it to you, not me.
Yep, bill it to her.
Mm.
So did you really drive 2 hours for alcohol?
Look to that.
You said you drove 2 hours for this.
No, I said it was 1 hour there.
Well, each way, yeah.
Wow.
Started to get into the scotch.
Eee,
Yeah, Simo, get a Brewdog Wingman in ya.
fucking wingman can get in the bin. The body's a bit wishy-washy. It tastes quite fruity. It's got like a sweet fruitiness to it.
Yep, the Beatles have split again. Definitely
He
tonight.
did split. He did the splits.
Will and Trinny Tucker's gone outside with sulks, hasn't he?
Mm.
There's like a sweet fruity carameliness to it, but the body's a bit thin.
Tucker's very outfit then, isn't he?
It was like a weird
I saw that comment before I saw that name.
it was like almonds and caramel. It's like caramel, but also like almondy.
I saw that. I was trying to say that.
Jenna's had a couple.
Oh, I can't catch that saying.
Bree hopping and the kicks out at Melbourne Town. Ah, good man, mate. Good man.
I was going to say he's gone a long way, but he lives in Australia.
It's not unpleasant, Pink, but it's not.
No, take Simo. Hold on. What temperature you got it at first?
6 degrees.
No, you're halfway there. Give it a bit of time to let your palate adjust. Remember, you've been drinking something different beforehand. I found this from messing around with that, didn't I? But honestly, mate, I got right into that.
Oh, there's Nightbot. He's received his check from Mark. Paid in full. Paid in full.
I hope that blanc tastes like piss because we can't get it. It's not available around here yet. Ugh.
Yeah, you got to let your palate adjust a little bit, Simo.
It's all right. It's not. It reminds me kind of like a red, like a proper red ale, like it's kind of like red currants, quite fruity, with a little bit of sort of spice, but very sweet. It's not a bad beer by any means. It's just not.
Not in the Hall of Fame.
Mm.
Not up here.
Paul, stop looking at porn.
No, I'm just.
His favorite porn star just made an upload. Yeah. He's called Johnny Sins.
Ooh.
Don't tell you how to look at Johnny Sins, whatever you fucking do.
He's called Johnny Sins, and I love him. He's hilarious. My favorite comedian. My favorite comedian.
Yeah, Paul.
That's the. Oh yeah, Jenna's asking what beer it is, Simo, on the perfect.
Mont Blanc La Rose,
6.5, isn't it?
which is it's a French Italian beer, which is interesting. So, two countries that make very average beer combined probably makes a. Kept pausing the outside now. He was like, "Don't you be slagging a fucking."
bloody camera.
It's very,
A bit lively.
it's very sweet. There's like red currants, kind of cranberry with like a
I'll make sure I subscribe back.
caramel and like almond. It's
Subscribe to who?
Johnny,
You do get, I say, your palate does have to adjust a bit when you've been drinking numerous other things. If not,
I
try it in the
won't
morning.
get
Give it a review. Well, not in the morning, but give it a review tomorrow afternoon when you're on a clean palate. Honestly, I absolutely really like that, didn't I?
Yeah.
That messed me up, though, mate, because I was drinking it from pints that particular night.
yeah, what was it 6.5%? Is it?
Yeah.
Yeah, it soon creeps up.
Ah, that's nothing.
Mm.
Keep it real.
If you're not careful, mate, then bango, innit? It hits you, and you kind of know about it.
I'm not
It
surprised.
doesn't taste 6.5. It's not as thick, is it? It's the Hertong Bock.
Oh, fuck, I heard Tom.
The Hertog Bock was fucking horrible, though. I didn't like it
Thank
at all.
Cheers to that. Awful drink.
Ah, it's a good drink. Lovely drink.
Had me bent over the toilet like a schoolboy at church.
Yeah, they got bollocks on it.
Was Michelle clean off the shut back?
She's,
They're having a bit of a heated discussion.
I don't know.
Oh,
I don't
oh,
know. Oh, let me check the dog for you.
I think one of them.
Say that again, buddy.
No, he's here. No. Oh, well, that's good enough to do. He needs-
Yeah, that does.
Huh?
He said that Johnny Sins got quite hard thinking about Perfect Draft. No, I'm serious. Look in the chat. I'm not lying.
I'm trying to feel away. I'm back in the
We
set.
got him there. We got him to actually say he's subscribing to Johnny Sins. That's hilarious. Someone clip it. I am begging. Because I'll forget tomorrow. I'll have a few more of these and I'll forget. But that clip, that's going down in the history books. Rate My Beer will be subscribing to Johnny Sins. Personal preference of porn stuff. Oh, that's funny. I don't know if I should tell him or not. Just let him be oblivious to it. Right, what's more amusing? The realization and the oblivion. I'm going through this rather fast. It's a 330ml bottle. I'm almost done. You didn't get me another one, you know, did you?
Wow.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, I'll get home and get myself. What? It wasn't me. Do I like the blonde? Now that I have to say is an understatement. To say I like the blonde would be a lie.